That was fucking loud. Okay, I guess that's the intro. Welcome back to the Disaster Tour, everybody. I'm PT, your Disaster Tour Guide. And this is Bits, Crits, and Halfwits, our wonderful D&D game that turns 3 years old next week.
Whoa.
Absolutely insane.
Absolutely insane. But what I was going to say was, Sky, no, I thought it was really funny because when you rated in, I was listening to Beautiful Things by Benson Boone.
Uh-huh.
And right when you rated it was when it hit the really loud, please stay.
Well, you know, it's not wrong.
And the first thing that popped through my brain was, ha ha, ha ha ha, classic comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But we are back with another episode of BCH after a pretty wild episode last week.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what all happened last week. They fought their emotions. Elliot's brother was suplexed by a memory from their past. And the entire balcony went with him. An unfortunate crit fail sent Brennan to the Shadow Realm.
Oh, God.
They started flying towards the location of the lantern and got caught and got attacked by a memory of Elliot's stepfather? The old king, the blue dragon, tried to murk them a second time and almost succeeded. It kind of cooked. Listen, we have a... See, Elliot, I see that you're trying to talk, but you're muted.
I wasn't.
Oh,
He's just making noises.
Mouth open.
Have you never looked at Brando during these sessions?
I have so much stuff on my screens that I literally put the Discord to the side, put it behind something, and carry on.
Lulin,
Okay.
I would say like a good 50% of the time looks like he's talking and nothing is coming out.
That's because I'm literally in the backyard of a highway.
Ventriloquism.
It's all of the vroom vrooms and the wee woos.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what else happened last week? So Elliot bravely, with like 7 HP left, jumped off the back of Shadow Gleam and onto the back of this memory blue dragon and dispelled the curse that created it, which caused it to explode, launching Elliot up into the air, launching Nuzin and Karak, who were flying using the jug of blue bison, towards the ground, and launching Lulin to parts unknown because of a crit fail, where he began to fall. Nuzin and Karak went to catch Lulin. Lulin climbed inside of his shield. They caught the shield after it bonked Jeffries on the head, which pulled him into the shield. Karak tried to look into the shield to see if anything was happening. Lulin baseball pitched Jeffries out of the shield, right into Karak's face. Karak panicked, turned to stone. Nuzin started falling. Elliot got caught by Ephraim, who found them in the air. And then the very last thing that happened in the session was, as they were still flying along, Ephraim pushed down on the center of Nuzin's back and said, dive. So I guess the question of the week for our characters, before we introduce you, how is everyone feeling? First, we have Lulin Boldspeaker, the Minotaur Druidin from Ulfast, played by...
It's me, Brambo. I'm feeling like a lost frisbee in frisbee golf off of like hole 9 on a par 5. I'm somewhere in a lake.
And then we have Elliot Burning Oak, the half-elf Blizzard from Zrea, played by...
It's me, Isaac, and my coworkers say my living room is cosplaying as a data center. And I think Elliot is wondering why, or if he needs a permit to ride a flying horse through the city.
In the middle of a in the middle of a war zone.
Well, you have
Literally,
to have the right papers.
There's a shell, like, narrowly misses him to the left, and he's like, I wonder, I need a permit for this?
Did you read my session notes?
Is this a no-fly zone?
Oh.
Are we literally going to have Are we gonna have to deal with the what's all this then?
Elven bureaucracy! It's on its way!
Rule 8. It wasn't the shadow people, it was the bureaucracy that would do us in.
Yep, it was the bureaucracy that would do us in.
I can't believe you read my notes. Anyways.
Damn.
Yeah, and then we have News and World Walker, the Minotaur Sorbarian from Olfast, played by...
It's me, the Sky Tea. I mean, Newson's feeling pretty good right now, you know? Outside of a little bit annoyed at Karak, I think, and his reaction to just freeze and take her down with him.
That's fair. And then last but not least, we have Karakareem, the Furbolg Warlock from Elenia, played by...
Hello, it's Terminian Link VT, and Karak feels right now. There's a lot of emotions right now going through their brain.
Mm-hmm.
Karak feels, end of sentence, period.
Whether it be that they thought that someone that they consider some of their only friends died because they maybe didn't look in the right place, or the fact they almost brought Newsen down with them because of their habit to freeze, or the fact that all this is happening in general, there's just a lot of emotions going through this one man.
That's also incredibly fair.
Mm-hmm.
Many emotions, one man.
All right. Well, all of you ask about your NPC.
Oh, wait, we all get an NPC. Fun.
Yeah, you get to you get this out-of-character insight into how all your friends are doing. Who wants to
call first, Allrond.
Allrond?
Yes.
Allrond has exactly 2 thoughts in his brain right now. God damn, this is a pretty good fight, and why does this always happen when I meet up with these people?
Oh my...
He should really stop asking that. He knows.
Or just stop...
Or
just stop hanging out with you.
Yeah.
This will be Karak's thought when all this is over. Why does this keep happening?
Yep. All right.
Hey, PT.
Yeah.
How are you? How's my wife doing?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. How's the wife?
How's the wife?
The wife...
Where is the wife?
You know what? We will consider this a flash of inspiration that all of you have out of nowhere, in character, and I will tell you where all these people are.
Ooh.
Allrond is fighting outside the forge, having the same thoughts I told you before.
Mm-hmm.
Valiantai is fighting a losing battle with a set of sailors at the docks as they're trying to get civilians onto a ship.
Mm.
Who wants to ask next?
Lyra Gallandel.
Lyra Gallandel no longer exists.
Damn, get fucking got.
I have so many questions about that answer, but that's interesting.
Elliot, who do you want to know about?
My boy, the original Warforged, who came and was in my house.
I really thought you were going to ask about your uncle.
Nah, he's good.
Or dead.
The original Warforged is fighting alongside Allrond at the Forge, thinking that they were invited back into the city, and they immediately became soldiers again.
Ooh, boy.
They ain't wrong.
Anyways, I'll give you your uncle...
To be fair, I would like you to point to anyone in the city who isn't a soldier right now.
Fair point.
Yep.
Anyways...
They're dead.
They're either a soldier or dead, yeah.
Anyways, I'll give you this one for free. The last vision you all have is of your uncle sitting inside his house sipping tea as the rioters are bouncing off the magical barricades around his mansion, and he's completely unaware the city is burning down.
Please
What a
tell
fucker.
Please tell me the inside of his house is the only place with color because of the anti-magic.
Exactly. Like, this man has no idea that anything is wrong.
Man's like, walks over to Lyra. Cracker? No? Okay, more for me.
You're not much of a talker, are you? As Lyra lays on the couch across from him.
There's like 14 teacups sitting next to her.
Mhm.
But the
Oh,
very
you let
last
that one go cold too. Here's another one.
the very last thing that happened in the last session, while I get our music queued up,
Mm-hmm.
is Ephraim put his hand on your back, Nuzin, and pushed you down while yelling, "Dive."
And so she did.
What did Elliot do near them? Because you guys were all together at this point.
Well, I think, one, Elliot's going to the side, and he's also looking up to see if, what the hell is happening.
In that case, you're going to the side.
Yes.
Give me a dexterity saving throw for Shadow Gleam.
All right. Not just
At
one
advantage.
moment, please.
At advantage.
Sorry, a lot of logins and loading and even more loading.
I'm sorry, this is my fault. I should have said that should have given a warning for for entering Foundry.
Nah, I have a maximum preparedness, and today the preparedness was camera.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Honestly, understandable.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just going
It's
to
like,
switch
do you
you all
remember that
back
one-
to our
I was
battle
gonna
map.
say, where did my person go? Right as I load in, about to click Shadow Gleam, he disappears.
Yeah, that's okay. It wasn't loading
That's
for
alright.
me either, so I'm gonna try and reload it.
I love that Elliot is upside down right now.
He likes to rotate.
He does
See,
like
this
to
might be,
rotate.
You can rotate an Elliot in your mind. The government can't stop you.
That's true.
Companions.
Why? Hello?
Hi, how's it going?
Shadow Gleam. There you go. There's your Pegasus.
Thanks, man.
And there's your Jeffries.
Bruh, 2 5s? That's bullshit. We taking a reroll.
Fair. For anybody in chat who doesn't... What the fuck?
Still sad.
Hang on that reroll. I mean, like, give me the reroll, but nobody in chat redeem anything for a minute. Because...
Is the world broken?
No, BQBot didn't connect to
Oh
stream.
yeah, you gotta double check that sometimes. It could be a little bit of a bitch.
Yeah, I just kind of
Hey,
whipped it
No
up.
wonder the way you talk to it.
Yeah,
Don't insult the AI. Most of them are machine learning backed now, which means they do get insulted.
That's hilarious. What was your secondary roll? A 12?
A couple years ago,
I'll
I just
accept
said,
that.
Don't worry about it.
All right. Elliot, give me an acrobatics check.
Bruh.
This is just to see how cool something's going to be. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about, buddy. As Ephraim yells dive, Shadow Gleam you pull to the side. As you hear almost a whistle, Elliot, as you turn your head and lean back as a ballista bolt passes within inches of your nose, but it looks like the cleanest dodge. Just casually leaning back. As you look out towards the water, you barely see ships with torches lit in the harbor. Which, as you remember, when this pulse went out, all light was pulled with it back into the lantern. And torches went out and everything, but these ships have torches lit on them. And they're arranged in kind of a semicircle about 300 or 400 meters out into the harbor. Almost like a border.
And the ballista was targeting me?
It
Or
seemed
us?
like it was targeting you guys, yes.
And it was from the ground?
It came seemingly from these ships.
So I go up.
Okay, you go up, everyone else goes down. We'll circle back to you in a minute.
Okay, cool.
Newsin, Ephraim, like, keeps his hand on
Also,
your
how
back.
can they see us if we can only see like 90 feet? It's snowy. Snowy, dense weather is how you describe this, right?
It is how I described it.
All right. So, but it's gone now, and we can see the harbor.
No.
So redact what I just learned.
No. That was more of, I'm assuming that Elliot is intelligent enough to infer that if he sees torches in a semi-shape on the harbor, you could make the rest of those assumptions.
Oh, okay. Cool.
That was more of just, your character is smart enough to understand that torches on the water have to be ships, and from the direction the ballista came from, they had to have been fired at you, in particular, rather than just randomly.
And the ships are probably lining the harbor.
Yes. Yeah. That was more of just, I'm trying to be less vague.
No, that's fair. I wanted to clarify.
Perfect.
It's good to know the state of the world.
Yeah, so Ephraim pushes you down, Newsin.
Mm-hmm.
Almost to the point where you hit a roof before he kind of peels off and lands on the roof with a tumble. As you watch his wings fold back into his back.
Okay.
Are you going to land with him? You would have heard the whistle of the bolt going over you.
Okay, so then, yeah, I'm probably going to duck and cover.
That's what I was trying to tell you guys. As he, like, pants and gasps, as you watch kind of the radiant glow that he had when he was flying, which you could really only tell he was bright because he was a lot lighter than normal, kind of fade back into him.
Okay.
I was with Valley and I at the docks. But they're not letting anybody get out that way. When I took off to try and figure out where you were, they started shooting at me.
I think when Lulan hears Valley and I, he kind of steps out of the shield.
Just full tumbles out of the mirror.
Yeah.
Alright, you both watch as Lulan emerges from this mirror.
We always do that. What's that?
This is kind of how I attuned to the mirror. I didn't know. I never tried to do it again.
Hey, sorry.
Yes.
Which token do we want to use to represent where the party as a whole is within the city? I'm thinking Jeffries.
I agree. And we're in the ocean.
Yes, you are. Jeffries is right about here because you guys didn't fly for very long before the dragon jumped your asses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's like taking 2 steps out your door and getting mugged.
Yeah, no, I wasn't sure I was able to do this again, but this is how I attuned to the shield. And this was kind of my last ditch effort. So, yeah. Apparently I can do this. Or maybe it was just a strain of luck. I don't know.
Throw that in the pile.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm throwing that in the pile. I'm throwing that in the pile with you. Yeah.
Okay.
We're learning that together.
But yeah. No, Valley and I's trying to come up with a plan right now. The ships that were already sailing out of the city when this happened got sunk. But, you know, a gangplank's still a better choke point than a street.
Yeah. I mean...
Also, whatever these things are, they don't really appear to be able to swim.
Okay. That's useful, I guess. Sorry, just... Oh.
Oddly specific.
Yeah, I would've... I mean... I went to find Elrond first. No offense to you lot, but... you can hold your own a little better than he can. You know, being grouped up and all, and whatever that pulse came from, the closer I got to it, the more of those things there were in the air. It seems like it's creating them out of something. So, what's the plan?
Well, were you going to venture off back to Valiant Eye and go to that front?
I'm here.
Or were you going to
I'm just here to help.
stick with us? Okay. As for the ships, I don't know. Sink them.
How?
Lula just shrugs. Naval warfare is her specialty.
I mean,
If I have full trust in her.
I mean, if we're going to fly somewhere, we might as well fly straight at the guys trying to shoot us down, right? We could at least clear up a little bit of the airspace.
Yeah, but there's only so much we can do in the air. I'm not equipped for aerial combat.
How about swimming?
I could swim.
I mean,
Yeah.
I need to change my other armor, but I could swim.
I mean, it could work. Me, Elliot, and Newson attack from the air, and you two attack from below.
Yeah, if we can either control those boats and or sink them, I think that's good. So that way, if we have their ballistas, I don't know, shoot them.
Newson, what do you think?
I'm good to go with whatever. I mean, it seems like a solid enough plan. We gotta do something.
At the very least, it gives us a way to get anybody who's not, what is it, infected, cursed?
Somewhere in the middle, I think.
Whatever it is, whatever they are, from what I've seen, people are acting really weird. So maybe we can get anyone who's, if we can take out those ships, we can get anyone who's not out of the city.
Mm-hmm.
Those type of people, they're going to have an emblem of a tree on them. They're essentially just taken over.
No, you guys haven't seen it yet. No, there's pockets of survivors all over the city. I saw somebody fighting at the forge, and then, I mean, look over there, and he turns and points to the northeast of you, or the northwest of you, where at the guardhouse, the soldiers inside are still actively fighting the people outside. Lulin, you see a familiar face walking along the tops of their walls shouting orders. And you recognize it as the man whose arm you healed so long ago.
Hell yeah. Lulin's brain is like churning.
Wait.
In a panic frenzied, but also like I'm in battle plan mode.
All right. We're going to take a pause while you come up with your battle plan, and high up above in the air.
God damn it. Alright, no, go on.
Okay.
Enough to go get wings. You're good.
High up in the air. Every once in a while, Elliot, I'm going to toss another dex save at you, but you can just kind of...
Nice.
Okay,
Crispy.
Elliot's goal, he can go, 180 feet a turn.
Are you trying to see if this thing has a top height?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, his goal is just to get above, well, one, the clouds, and two, out of range of the ballista. As he's just muttering to himself, can't friggin' shoot me. You know what a ballista can't do? Shoot straight up. That's damn right. As he just, keeps going up, trying to get out of the cone of fire of this ballista.
All right. Let me just make some rolls real quick to myself.
Ugh, bruh. On a related note, he will go over the ships once it's clear the ballista cannot hit him anymore. Stupid frickin' ballista. You're trying to attack me. Unbelievable. I refuse.
Elliot, as
Can't
you
even fucking see me, and they're trying to shoot ballista bolts at me. Unbelievable.
as you keep flying up, give me a perception check.
What am I, fucking glowing? Okay.
Actually, give me an Arcana check. Your favorite
Said
words.
the words!
It's his babe.
I will never get over how excited you get to hear make an Arcana check.
Well, I was gonna tell you how they knew where you were,
But honestly, you have no clue.
but now you're pretty sure that there is a physical item tracker somewhere on your person. There's a physical item tracking you somewhere on your person, Elliot.
He rolled that one and he walked away for sure.
100%.
I'm back with wings.
Yeah, that's about what we figured happened. Did you hear what I said?
Mhm.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Can't hit me on freaking track running. Fine, I'll just go out of range. Go above the bullshit. Unbelievable.
Roll me a perception check.
Hey, it's one of those days.
Suddenly, all the hair on your arms stands up on end, and you get the distinct feeling of something large and powerful right behind you. And you can't help but think to yourself, how did I not sense this magic earlier? As you turn around and see 2 or 3 derricks hurtling towards you.
We're gonna run at Derek. Watch me! As he heads towards the harbor.
All right.
Elliot's entering a Scooby-Doo ass chase scene where he goes in and out of clouds, and then he and a dragon come face to face and they scare each other, and then they both run away into a cloud, and it's just chaos.
Hang
I don't know
on.
where you came up with
I
that,
expect
but
the Benny Hill
I need
theme.
that art.
Hang on. I'm looking up the best D&D chase rules.
Where's the hot Velma?
Mm-hmm.
Hey! Elliot is the hot Velma.
You're damn right.
True.
You're so right. You're
Mhm.
so right.
Okay, so these will be the chase rules that we are using for this. I'm also going to
Like, actually, that's not up to code. We need to reinforce the header on this bad boy.
I'm also going to download this and put it in the BCH chat for you all. So you just so you have it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that we can all read it together, because this is the first time I've looked at these and I didn't expect you to run. I truthfully expected you to fight.
Oh, well.
At every opportunity, you are changing habits that have been set over hundreds of sessions.
That's Elliot.
And I love it. I'm not even mad. It's great. It's phenomenal.
Never let them know your next move.
Mm-hmm.
I never know Elliot's next move.
The
It could
secret
be
is, if I don't know my next move, there's no way PT knows my next
if
move.
Elliot saw someone casting a spell, there's an equal chance Elliot would kiss them or rip their head off their shoulders.
That's true.
All right.
Dungeon meshy looking ass.
But there's one thing that is a 0% chance, and it's
Let
Elliot
it.
counterspelling.
Yep, because he doesn't have the fucking spell.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Fun and fast chase
Mostly
rules.
because I thought it was funny. We had 2 wizards, and we talked, and we were like, all right, let's optimize these spells. And I was like, you know, it'd be funny
If
is
I didn't
ignored this
do that.
conversation and didn't do the one spell that's the most important the party has.
Yep.
All
And
right.
now the one that does have counterspell is dead.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway,
so
let me read these rules.
the chase has 2 sides: the chasers and the runners. Elliot, roll me 3d10 plus 60.
Plus 60 seems a little bit redundant.
Well, it's for how far apart you guys are starting. All right. We're gonna round that. We're gonna round that to a clean 75 feet.
Damn, not a clean 80?
You know what? I know how
Closer to 80.
It is closer to 80. We'll start it at a clean 80. You're right. You're right. That's my bad.
Didn't you
Thanks.
forget? Did you forget that last time we found out PT doesn't know how to round?
Yeah. Were you not fucking paying attention?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I block out bad math.
Okay. I have rolled a random number of legs that'll each last about 30 seconds. If the chasers reduce the gap to 0 before the end of the last leg, the runners are caught and the chase ends, which means, Elliot, you will enter combat in the air by yourself. Otherwise, you escape. Okay. Yep.
I love the idea of the dragons catching up to Elliot. He rolls and enters combat and then just immediately flees again.
Shh, don't give him ideas.
Well, see you later.
Don't give him ideas. All right, you are going to be rolling acrobatics checks against these creatures.
Acrobatics checks
You're going to be rolling as Shadow Gleam.
doesn't help me.
It doesn't?
Well, I think it does a little.
There's no fucking way. There's a +2 to acrobatics. You have a +0. Fuck off.
Sure.
All right.
Also, what's the fly speed of these mother truckers? Do I not get like advantage or something?
I will let you know that when you roll.
Oh, great.
The winning side widens or closes the gap by d10 feet per 10 feet normal movement rate. Oh, okay. Whether or not you have advantage will entirely be based on how the acrobatics checks go. Apparently, there is a chase event table we will be using, and if you score an even result, I will be rolling on the chase event table. So, go ahead and give me your first acrobatics check. Not bad, not bad. Oh, that's not a spell.
Can't wait to get a large crowd up here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna make some adjustments.
Perhaps an obstruction?
Don't worry, I have some... Listen, don't be a little shit. This is where the improv part of DMing comes in.
A cabbage seller rolls his cart of cabbages out into the middle of the sky.
My cabbages.
Exactly.
Alright, the first acrobatics check for the first one. You guys can see those, right? I made those public? No, I didn't.
No, you didn't.
The first one was an 8. 8, 8, 19. One of them is getting closer, but 2 of them are falling back. Elliot, you rolled odd, so roll me a d20.
Bruh.
Hey, you know what? It could be worse. You saved that for the,
I saved that for the large crowd. What'd I tell you? What did I fucking say?
Elliot, as you burst...
There's so many birds!
It's a gaggle of geese!
As you... That's actually exactly what it was going to be. As Elliot, as you burst through the clouds, you burst into a large flock of birds that began panicking Shadow Gleam. So go ahead and roll me Persuasion or Intimidation.
The hell am I intimidated?
I don't know. How are you intimidating? Are you using prestidigitation to light your hands on fire and wave them around?
I said who?
The
Am I
birds.
intimidating the geese?
You gotta scare them away.
You gotta scare them away so you have a clear path.
Oh, that's easy.
Elliot cast Fireball.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But I know what I'm talking about. Roll your fucking damage.
He's He's like, I don't need to scare them away. It's not a choice. Death
Elliot,
is not a choice.
Describe how you do this as you just come out and see this flock of birds in front of you. Do you just hold out a finger and point, and just a burst of fire comes from your finger and explodes?
Yeah, like literally the edge of the fireball is like right before us, and we just a little like, it's all right. We're going through the post flame. As Elliot's like, try to catch a few on the way through if you can. Oh, I guess you don't have arms. I'll catch a few. That's dinner.
As you catch a few,
Roast goose.
As you catch a few, you see Jeffries fly up next to you, holding one in his talons.
Very good. Also,
What a helpful
does
guy.
this bundle of pre-cooked food entice any of these dragons at all?
They do not seem to care about it.
Oh. They don't even consider caring about it.
They're not
How
even
rude.
They're not even real dragons.
But they could be hungry.
In the distance, for all of you standing on the building, in the distance, high up in the sky, you just see, very contrasting to the gray and darkness around you, a massive burst of red in the sky.
Huh. That's probably a problem, right?
I mean, I can go look.
I mean,
I guess we can go look. How do you two feel about getting to the docks on your own to meet up with Valiant Eye?
Right. Here's my plan. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, sweet. There's my plans.
You messaged them to me, didn't you? No, you didn't. Where are
I
they?
was typing in BCH, so... What the fuck is that?
Battle plans. Right.
You misspelled waifu.
What does the second
Yeah.
one say?
I think that's
the second one says
That's Twitter.
if meetup doesn't happen, attack boats from the top and bottom and sink them.
No, not that. What the fuck is the triangle?
I think that's Tower?
Tower.
Maybe?
Oh,
It's
it's tower.
No, that's
Yeah,
the
it's
appropriate
us,
spelling
tower.
of tower. It's the
It's us,
incorrect
tower,
tower,
wife,
wife.
Okay.
Penny.
Okay, hang on.
Waifu.
I have to save the plan because this is something that chat deserves to see.
Yes. It is promptly saved as Luland dock plans.
Where did
You know what? Oh,
I love
diagram
step 4.
this would be?
I love step 4 it's a non-negotiable.
Kiss
If only
wife.
there was like an easy online way to diagram things. Alas, we'll just suffer.
Yeah.
Alright, so everybody knows this is Luland's glorious plan.
Yes. Yes. So
Quickly
it's very
drawn
blunt.
up, I'm presuming, on a napkin.
Yeah, on whatever scrap of paper he had in his sack, and just whatever things of just color references he did. So he just did shapes, squiggles, and blobs. I colorized it for us viewers to be
This is
easier.
us. This is
Yes.
us. That's them. And that one that looks like marshmallow cream? That's
Yes.
marshmallow cream. I was hungry.
Okay, so me and Newsen are going up and you two are going over there, he says, as he turns and points
So-
to the elves that are just firing magic and arrows down into the crowd.
Yes. I recognize the man up top giving orders. If we can convince them to help us clear at least a small path going towards the docks, I think it's aces. Otherwise, I don't know. But attacking the very leftmost boats to the right, I think is most beneficial. Because if we at least get the first two, that at least gives us any wiggle room.
Alright.
And if shit doesn't happen, we blow up a wall, create a small tsunami, potentially fuck up some houses. But that should be... the boats should be unstable enough to where they shouldn't be able to aim properly with whatever the fuck they're firing.
Well, you're the boss.
Also, is Elliot still being targeted by ballista?
No, you seem to be you're out of their arc of fire.
The objective is to keep the leftmost boat and essentially take it over and use its ballista.
Oh, we're not just sinking the damn things?
Well, we'll sink them, but we need at least one of them for its weapon.
I mean,
so if we take the first one, use its ballista against the others, that's easier task.
mm-hmm.
You make the rules.
We just need to worry about one boat at a time.
I would like to remind you, Lulin, that I have an axe that specifically does extra damage against wood things. Like, it's made for tearing through those things. So, if you want to trade, we can probably get through those pretty quickly. If we're trying to sink most of the ships, I mean, I should be able to just kind of, like, poke holes in them.
Noted. And Lulin's just going to give you his bolt. He's going to give you the hammer of Bolt Speaker of like the family heirloom from like the dawn of Minotaur.
God, this thing's okay. So I'm taking this, and you're taking this, and she holds out you.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Hang on, I'm switching things on your sheets.
All right. This is a bit top heavy. Keep that in mind wherever you swing it in air.
Yeah, I can tell.
Otherwise,
She's like,
you will do a barrel roll, and you will. Yeah.
I mean, if I'm raging, it'll probably be fine.
Yeah, until you fall on your ass.
My axe will be fine.
I'm sorry. I use an axe and, whatever.
The superior weapon, actually. Great axes are far superior, okay?
Ephraim just looks at you, Karak, and goes, Are they doing this right now?
I ask you. When I thought that this was just a normal thing, but I thought this was just apparently they do this all the time according to Olrond. Apparently this is normal.
All right. Well, good luck at the tower as you watch his wings re-sprout as he begins to because there's no color, you can't tell if he's glowing a different color, but it is very clear that he is generating light.
Once we get to the first boat or near to the first boat, we'll send a signal, and then we should do timed attacking. Until that point, go to Valiant Eye and secure defenses.
Well,
and I guess I'm gonna
I thought we were gonna go find.
Up.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna go see what that boom was all about.
Oh, that's also fine.
Yeah, we're gonna go get Elliot, and then we'll be back.
Then, rendezvous at Valiant Eye, and then me and Karak will create a signal at the first boat.
All right, I need to move some tokens around to put some people where they are.
And I ask,
Lulin is donning his fish suit.
Rock has
Can you
his
ask
armor
what?
already on.
I was gonna ask how high Elliot is.
How officers high?
Probably about 600 feet.
Okay, cool. Thanks. Bye.
All right, let me get Lulin's beautiful battle plan off the.
Well, it's the best I could do in MS Paint. Okay.
Hey, you know what? It's beautiful. We love it. Love a good.
I went above and beyond.
We love a good drawn out battle plan. As you split off and you take off into the air, Newson, Elliot, go ahead and roll me that acrobatics check.
Sorry. I'm on it. I'm doing mathematics. It had to be done.
Are you figuring out what the cone of the fucking ships is?
Yes.
How did I fucking know?
Doing math in their head.
I feel like you've talked to me enough to figure out I like math.
Secant's Pythagorean theorem does come in handy.
It does.
Pythagoras did not die for our sins in this D&D campaign.
Pythagoras didn't even come up with Pythagorean theorem.
What am I rolling again?
Acrobatics, a shadow gleam.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, Shadow Gleam. Sorry, wrong one. It's actually a pretty good roll. It's kind of bullshit.
You could just add a +2 to that,
That's a
technically.
much better
oh, well,
roll.
there you go. Okay.
Let's see if any of them can match it. Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar. Close but no cigar, and they roll on the table.
What do you mean close but no cigar? That was
None
just
of
six.
this. Yeah.
Only the 19 was close but no cigar.
It's true.
They rolled
They
as-
couldn't
I have.
They literally couldn't have done that unless they had nat 20. They couldn't have beat him if they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
They
I
roll.
have an important question.
Yes.
Enlarge and reduce.
Mm-hmm.
Energy is conserved in this universe. In which way is it conserved here? Momentum or kinetic energy?
Well, when you use enlarge, your attacks get stronger, and when you use reduce, your attacks get weaker. But your movement
So-
speed doesn't change.
So mass increases
Yes.
by a factor of 2 squared, 4.
Yeah.
Got it. Thanks.
Elliot, snap opportunity. You can do something to slow down the dragons, which you have to tell me in 3, 2, 1.
Fireball.
That'll work. Roll it.
The answer is
Want
always
to see
fireball.
me do it again?
You want to see me do it again?
That was kind of a good-ish roll.
Fail. Fail. Success. What'd you roll for damage? 32?
It meets, it beats.
So you watch as you turn around and snap a fireball out behind you, and Newson, you and Ephraim see another blast in the sky, but this time you see 3 silhouettes that look like dragons in it. As Elliot, 3 dragons scorched and fraying, and you can see like parts of the emotion whipping around outside what the actual form would be, continue to dive towards you.
You mean climb towards me?
Yes, because you did go up.
Cool.
Shut up, doggo. With D&D-ing. Yeah, alright. Newson, you continue to climb. Elliot, go ahead and give me another acrobatics check.
Again? Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna knock out a couple of these real quick.
All right, you got it, boss man.
And
Oh no!
oh, this is going so good and then so bad. Oh,
Oh,
no.
no! Oh, God.
They really didn't like that fireball.
They were not fans. So
Oh no.
it's a real Derek moment.
It is a real
Surely
Derek
Drake slowed
moment.
them down.
It's very
though.
Derek coded of them.
Very
Mhm.
Derek coding.
Roll me 1d10, Elliot.
Okay. Man's preventing me from doing math. That's what this is really about.
Yep. Elliot, give me a dexterity saving throw
Oh my god, so many throws.
for Elliot. How much health do you have?
You know how much health I have. You don't have to ask silly questions.
I do know how much health you have. Go ahead and roll me 2d6. Oh, wait. Yeah, go ahead and roll me 2d6. As the dragon that rolled the nat 20 dives past you, you take 22
How is it
damage.
diving past
You're
me?
right.
I'm rising.
You're right. Climbs up to you. I keep forgetting that you're rising.
So it reaches me?
I can't think of anything else that would hit you. It's gonna lose its speed immediately after and fall back again. So I was just gonna give it a burst of speed as it tries to grab you.
Okay.
You feel something bite into your jacket and pierce your side before pulling back, and you take 22 points of damage as something is attempting to pull you off of Shadow Gleam via your jacket.
That's rude.
Do you ditch the jacket?
Well, yeah, I'll ditch the jacket.
Splendid. Newson, as you fly towards the underneath of where these things were, give me a perception check.
Okay, percepting. 7.
You are hit in the face by a falling jacket as you're flying. And it just covers your face for a second.
It's like...
Kind of like running into saran wrap.
Yeah, I feel like it's some Looney Tunes ass shit where, like, it, like, whacks her in the face and she does, like, a little bit of a backflip as she tries to reorient and pull this thing off her face.
When you manage to pull it off your face, you see that you are holding Elliot's jacket.
I feel... Is it, like, torn up, or
you
just,
see
like...
that on the back of it, there is a large tear and clearly fresh blood stains.
Oh, something really bad's happening. We better double time it.
You got it. Elliot, roll me perception.
Elliot's rolling perception?
Elliot is rolling perception.
Okay. Also, how close am I to these ships and also the edge of this zone?
At this point, you're probably, like, here. Newton and Ephraim are probably, like, here.
Where is here? And
On the screen.
On the screen.
okay.
Yeah, the ships are, for lack of a better way to put it, because I didn't put them on here, just on the edge of the map.
Right.
Down below you, you see kind of it almost looks like something glowing flying through the air, and then you see the unmistakable form of a Newson with the blue bison active fly over the top of it. About, 300 feet below you. What are you doing? I love it when they split the party, chat.
Me?
Yeah, what are you doing when you see them below
I
you?
assume well, I don't know, nothing.
Are you
really.
letting them know you're there?
Did they not see me?
I mean, they're not looking up at you. They're flying towards the boats.
Oh, well, I could let them fly towards the boats.
You see Newson holding something as it, like, flutters behind her hand.
She got my jacket. Cha-ching. Yeah. I mean, I guess if this is a thing, Elliot in response will cast invisibility on Shadow Gleam.
Just Shadow Gleam, so it's just gonna look like he's hovering in the air?
Yes. But now instead of massive force and Elliot, it's just little Elliot.
That will give you advantage on your acrobatics checks. Speaking of which, roll me another acrobatics check.
Okay. Yeah, Damn, that rolled off of a 20. Also, that's the nat 20 wormling.
Elliot, how do you make 2 of these red dragon wormlings roll a nat 1?
I think that just the sheer shock of Elliot's mount disappearing. It's just like, oh, he's gonna fall. Oh, wait.
Oh, actually, that's really good. That's really, really good. As Shadow Gleam disappears, you watch 2 of these dragons kind of, like, all 3 of them stop for a moment and begin looking left and right, trying to figure out where you went. You see one of them catch its eyes on you and begin following, but the other 2 just seem completely lost, almost like they were following Shadow Gleam and not you.
Damn. Bro's gone. Anyways, Elliot's still going up and forward.
All right.
Full speed. Dash action. Thanks, Shadow Gleam. 180 feet under.
You move a square. Moves and also moves a square. All right, Karak and Lulin, you were left on the roof of this building outside of a besieged garrison of guards. What are you doing? After Lulin changes into his armor.
I mean, Lulin's the one with the plan here. Karak is simply following their lead. So,
All right, the game plan: we're gonna stay on the roofs because we don't want to get mixed in with what they're shooting.
Yeah.
So
it's about 100-foot gap between the roof you're on and the roof of this building.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to cast Longstrider at 2nd level to cover both of us, and I'm also going to cast Jump at 2nd level as well on both of us.
Okay.
Are either of those concentration?
I know Longstrider isn't.
Okay, then you're good. As long as one of them isn't, it doesn't matter if the other one is.
Neither of them are.
All right, time to fly, y'all, in your own unique way.
Yeah.
You two just launch yourselves.
we're just Naruto running across the fucking...
Karak, what do you feel Lulin cast these spells, but what do you do is you just watch Lulin run forward and leap off this roof, flying 100 feet and landing with a crush going through the roof of this building.
Karak is just gobsmacked. Like sort of paces around a bit, just like, if your friends would jump off a bridge, you wouldn't, right? You wouldn't, right? I guess you will! And Karak's just gonna jump as well.
Karak, you run to the edge and jump, and as you look down as you're flying over the street, you see throngs of people beneath you marching towards the noble district, as those that seem to get within a certain radius of the walls begin attacking it. As you land much more gracefully than Lulin did, because you're not nearly as heavy. Lulin, you crash down through the roof of this and straight through a table as 2 very confused guards holding bundles of arrows stop in a doorway and look at you.
Are they good guards or bad guards?
You can't tell.
Then Lulu's not going to question. He's going to crash. He's going to jump through the window and go on to the next roof.
No. You are at the garrison.
Oh, okay. What's the dude's name again?
How would you know? You've never met him.
I have met him.
You haven't.
I healed his arm.
Right? No, they weren't.
He didn't tell you his name when you healed his arm.
He only told you at the party.
Ah, fuck.
And you weren't at the party, were you?
Lulu's just gonna look at the guard. Leader guy, I need to talk to him.
Excuse me?
Yeah, excuse me. I need to talk to him. You think we got time? No.
Alright.
Where's he at? I'll talk to him myself.
He's
And I'm just gonna do a perception check.
alright.
Do I find the lad?
You hear his voice coming from on the wall behind these two guards as he's yelling, "Hold your fire until you see them! Don't aim for anything lethal! We're knocking them down, not killing them!"
Alright.
Yo,
Croc, up there. And
Up
then,
there.
Yeah.
Croc just looks...
Lou's just gonna look at the two guards. Both of you are failures.
What?
God damn. Lou is just gonna jump.
Damn!
Just
He's
straight
just gonna
back out
jump.
the hole?
Yeah, just straight out the hole and up to where he heard the voice.
No.
You really roasted their asses.
What? As you jump back out,
Lou
and
just
as
screamed,
you're...
"You took too long."
As you're soaring through the air, you see him walking along the wall with a torch. Walking, and the torch is lit, actually, surprisingly enough. You realize as you get in here that everything inside the walls has light and color. As you watch two other guards drag one up to him, and he looks down and pulls something up to his face from his uniform, and then grabs him by the belt and tosses him off the side of the wall.
Oh. Not so fun and funky
I
fresh.
think,
As you just
Lou-
crash into the cobbles next to him and watches a lot of the guards turn and knock their bows and draw swords.
Lou is just gonna, like, peer over the wall and just, like, watch the dude fall. And he's just gonna look at the guy. Do you have a tree emblem on him?
Fucking cultists. Good to see you.
Lou like shakes his hand and pulls him in. Okay. Good to see you too. Glad the arm's doing great. I need assistance.
With what?
Loon's going to point towards the docks. We currently have a defense. We're losing that defense. We're trying to get a ship out to save civilians. There is a barricade of a number of ships. I'm trying to at least commandeer the first one. Could you provide any assistance?
He kind of looks at you and
you
looks...
don't have to move from this post. I just need to know if you can grant us assistance from here, or at all.
Do you need to get there? He says as you watch just a smile begin on his face.
Preferably, and like Lou's gonna like look down. Croc, have you jumped up yet?
No, Karak landed on the roof.
Yeah, I
Okay.
was here.
Karak didn't go through the hole.
Right. We're planning on going under the water since we can breathe and
No.
destroy
The docks.
the docks.
Do you need a way to get to the docks?
Yes.
I might have just the thing. How many men do you need? We might only be able to send one or two.
That whatever you feel like you can handle.
Mm-hmm.
If you could pave a way without sacrificing any men from here, that's fine.
Well, I can at least give you the carriage. Will you be going by the forge on your way to the docks?
I don't know where the forge is. I'm a Minotaur. You think I'm from here?
Do you
could
pull
I
out
roll
your
a,
do you pull out your map and show it to him?
Yeah. I show him my battle plans and I show it to him.
Could I roll a history check to see if Karak remembers, based on his time in the city, how to get to the forge? Because that was a very traumatic night.
Sure.
So I'd assume.
The trauma really cemented it in your mind.
17. You have a vague idea that you'll be going somewhere within the vicinity of the forge.
Yeah, we'll be going around there. Yeah.
Perfect. You'll feel like you'll get to see his new toys as he heads to the stairs leading up to the wall and begins walking down them. Well, let's go.
All right.
As he yells out, I need 10 guards in plate mail right now.
Can I also just say that the two guards, the arrows and the bows and arrows down below, very short in their response time.
Yeah, well, they're only 30. They're only 30. They're fresh recruits.
Fair. Noted.
Fucking rookies.
Then I would only slightly fail them.
As he leads you down into a courtyard, walks up to a building, and throws open what appear to be barn doors, as the two of you see a large armored carriage inside.
This is sick.
And you'll need something to pull it too, which is why I need you to go by the forge. As he walks to a stall and begins opening them, as you see the Warforged version of horses step out of the stalls. And they're like Clydesdale sized. Do either of you know how to rein a horse?
No. We're too big for horses.
I know that they can understand me. I can't understand them. I might be able to... That's about it. I'm not sure if it would work with this either. I don't know what to make of this.
All right, then. Well, where's that damn saddle boy at? Where are my guards in plate mail? As he just starts yelling orders as they begin preparing the saddle. Lulin, you watch as the two guards from earlier run out carrying a large package. And they climb up onto the back of the cart, and you watch as they open what seems to be a hatch in the roof, and then mount a large swivel-mounted crossbow on top of the wagon. As they begin reining the horses and clipping them in, as he turns back and he goes, okay, you can talk to horses, you come up here. This is the bench seat, you're going to sit here. That's where you're going to rein the horses from, although I imagine it'll just be more you yelling instructions trying not to die.
Got it. And Karak is just following orders, being a surprisingly model soldier right now. Just, sir, yes, sir.
Yeah, almost like he's done it before.
It almost is.
Lulin, I imagine the drawstring's not going to be any problem for you.
No. But if for tips, make their food in question. Take away the soldiers' rations, and believe me, they'll go fucking hurry.
You know, as fun as rationing my soldiers sounds, I'm not my sister, so I think I'll choose a more humane approach.
I mean, I didn't say you had to.
I prefer discipline through respect rather than fear.
Lulu just shrugs. I mean, I agree, but like, in times of speed.
Anyways, this is the new Ilfilker swivel crossbow. They built it, honestly, when we were still fighting the war. But it's pretty simple. This lever here, as he grabs a lever and pulls it back, and you watch the string draws it back as he places a box into the bottom of it, and you see a bolt slide up and into the crossbow.
Sweet.
Basically, you can fire it as fast as you can pull the string back.
Sweet, okay. Noted.
This path here, he says, as he, like, pulls out a much better map of the city and begins drawing on it. This path here is probably... Oh, I didn't mean to do that one. This path here is probably going to be the most efficient. It'll take you in some tight gaps between houses, but hopefully since you can talk to the animals, it'll get you there. It'll take you by the front of the forge and straight to the docks.
Got it.
All right. What's the plan once you've taken out their ships?
Start getting civilians to safety, I would assume.
Yeah.
You leave that job.
Up with the rest of our team.
You leave that job to us. I feel like you're capable of doing more important things right now.
We'll pave the way for civilians. Then after that, we'll confer and I don't know, do something. But right now, what civilians we can rescue is priority.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we're gonna have to start clearing area around the garrison. As he like waves his hand, as you see, they bring out these. They're small, like hinges. They almost look like antennas that are at a 90-degree angle to like a 6-inch hinge that bolts on just above the wheels of this wagon. As they hold them on, they take ropes and drag them towards the center, and they begin clipping them all on a small ring behind you, Lulin.
Neat.
Once you're outside the gates, if you really want to clear a path, pull that ring.
Noted.
All right. Where are those goddamn guards at? As he turns around, prepare to open the gate. And we're going to cut back to the other group as Elliot, the lone dragon, is chasing you. Newson, you and Ephraim probably would have been... Yes.
For Karak, what's the range on our buddy abilities?
Right, let me pull that up real quick. Should be last I remember it was as long as you're on the same plane as each other.
It is the same plane of existence.
Yeah, so as long as we're on the same plane, we should be good.
That is literally insane.
I mean, I can only do it
I
for
will
one
choose not
person,
to put
so.
you 800 feet in the air. So
No, I have to
places
go
with
to you or you have to
But-
come to me. It's not reversible. Like, either I go to you or you go to me. I have to make the choice to go to you.
Oh, you have to make the choice.
Yeah, you can't
like,
just
you can't
summon
bring me to
Karak.
you. You have
Karak, I need you.
You're only
Fuck
able to move
you!
yourself.
As he like falls through the sky.
No. The wagon rolls 3 feet out the gate. Karak disappears. The horses stop. The wagon slows down. The gate is open. Karak is falling.
And then there's just Lulin.
Amazing.
Lulin, just sitting on the crossbow, just sits there for a second in utter disbelief and then begins firing indiscriminately into the crowd.
You will hear in your head Elliot go, "Freaking this boat's gonna shoot at me, and that's not gonna be allowed. I'm gonna just probably stay off the boats."
Karak's just gonna send a quick ping, just being like, "Everything all right?"
You gonna tell him you have a plan?
No, fucking boats coming after me. I'm gonna go, boats.
Me and Lulin are carving a path to the docks right now. Just gonna keep you in the loop. Remember, if you get in too much trouble, you have a way out.
Boats.
Got it, buddy. Got it. Just like Elliot's. He's just gonna look back at Lou and be like, "Elliot is Elliot." That's all I got on an update for them right now.
He's grumpy.
Is he just yelling?
Elliot.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of under their breath, as if like they're really fed up with something, and someone do something about the boats and them shooting at them, and hopefully,
It's cold up here.
also
Just
I'm on my way with the jacket.
we should get going.
All right. Elliot, as you're flying... Yep, there it is. That's what I needed. You already knew. Thank you.
Yeah. I still think it's wild that this 60-speed creature is keeping up, but that's okay. It's not! Haha!
It's not keeping up with you. Also, stop looking at stat blocks.
You can't stop me.
No, but your courtesy as a player
right.
should.
It's
My
a shadow wormling.
Exactly.
Fly speed of 100.
my assumption was that, like,
190.
my assumption was like you were flying in and out of like its breath attacks and things like that, which slow both you and it down, or at least slows you
Dodge
down
and
because
weave.
you have to be
Dodge and
evasive.
weave.
Yeah, you got to dodge and weave instead of taking a direct route.
Would you roll me a
Man
d10?
doesn't need to dodge and weave. He's outside of breath range.
Roll me a d10.
All right. Another crowd?
Oh, more
More
birds.
geese! More cooked, more roast goose!
More. There is a large swarm of geese flying towards the sea, and you are about to crash into their asses.
Again.
Honestly, I came up with a realization. And that is that this swarm of geese is going to slow down the massive creature behind me more than it's going to slow me down. So maybe getting rid of all of them is a bad plan. And he's just going to, like, shoot down the ones in his path.
Shoot him down!
Almost directly above you, Newson, you see several colorful flashes as geese begin to fall down around you.
It's just weaving out of the way of geese as she's going up. Like, what the fuck is happening up there?
Ephraim flies up next to you and goes, "Is he killing geese?" As one of them just hits him in the back and he, like, drops 10 feet real fast before recovering.
It seems likely.
Does he need help?
Probably. I also caught his jacket with a giant hole torn in the back and blood.
Alright. Hold out your hand.
Okay. She, like, puts her hand out, palm up.
As he lays his hand on yours, Newson, and he looks at you and goes, "Alright. Good luck. We're just about over the forge." As you watch his wings disappear, as you feel a divine surge of energy flood into you.
Oh, that's so fun and funky fresh. Are you gonna be okay? Wait, am I supposed to hold him?
That was my goal, yes.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to be clear. As she, like, you technically just put your hand on mine as she, like, grips the hand instead.
Alright, as you... So, Newson, your fly speed is going to quadruple.
Oh boy.
You are going to, and in giving off the same kind of bright light, Elliot, you see beneath you a bright light streaking up towards you.
Oh, for God's sake!
What is the look on Newson's face right now, as you just rapidly increase speed?
Hmm.
And it's like a burst.
It's
It's like Superman taking off. Like, you go from nice casual fly speed to zooming.
I think she's, like, trying not to, like, look like a kid at Christmas. You know, like, try to be cool about it, but also, like, flying this fast is wild.
As you rocket up towards them, Ephraim, you see the dragon just slowing down, but just murdering geese as it flies towards Elliot. As Ephraim goes, is it eating? What are those things even made of?
Is it eating, or is it just killing indiscriminately?
Does it need to eat?
I don't think so.
Elliot, you are close enough that you can now hear them yelling this to each other over the wind.
It could be hungry.
Is it a lot? It could be hungry? Is it a lot? Do you yell that or just mutter it under your breath?
Just fucking mutter it.
He's just, like, commenting on our conversation. You know, like, when you're, like, out in public and someone's having a loud conversation and you're just kind of like, you would like to input your opinion, but you will not.
To intercede. Well, I mean, Newton, is it alive?
Not really.
What? Wait, what's it made of?
So they're kind of made, well, I don't know what the dragons specifically are made of, but it seems like they're all kind of these weird emotion ghosts. At least when they come out of people, they're emotion ghosts. I don't know about when they come out of creatures, but...
Okay.
Remove curse can kill them, as well as, like, magical weapons.
Okay, so there's some sort of magic as they, like, you rocket right up next to Elliot, still holding on to Ephraim.
I was thinking it would be fun to streak through this thing like a bullet, horns first.
Roll athletics.
I will rage ahead of time.
That won't help Ephraim, but roll athletics
No,
for the advantage.
Horns first, silly.
He's holding your hand and you're going through it.
I'm holding him with both. If he told me I need to carry him, I'd carry him similarly to how I carry anybody, which is both arms.
Perfect. All right. Roll me athletics at advantage.
Okay. I would just be, like, dragging him like a kite behind me.
See, that's kind of what I pictured in my head, is just like you arms outstretched holding one of his hands with both of yours.
No!
As he just flaps in the wind.
Oh. Just like a paper person.
Elliot's jacket's just hitting him in the face again and again.
Oh.
That could have been bad.
That was a 1 and a 19. Huzzah!
Elliot, behind you as this dragon is coming after you, a streak of light just shoots through the center of it.
Oh shit, they were shooting at not me this time.
As
he just like shouts.
As Newton, you hear that as this dragon begins tumbling back over the forge.
Hopefully that doesn't cause any problems for the people below us. She kind of like looks at Ephraim and then looks over at Elliot.
Elliot, what are those things made of?
Death, emotion, probably. I don't know.
Yeah, but
these are all guesses.
Is
curse probably
from what though?
I don't know. A shitty god.
Well,
did you say god?
Oh yeah, there's like a lot of them now. We're definitely not responsible for the reason that they're here.
Drop me.
The bad ones were gonna be here anyway. You just let the good ones in.
I'm not dropping you.
No.
Drop him. Wait, no, don't drop him. Wait a second.
No.
Like this guy.
No. My intention is not to die.
Well, yeah, same.
No. Cardin made us by infusing us with divine energy. If that's what that thing's made of, I might be able to get a recharge off it.
Okay, so you want me to, like, toss you at the corpse. Got it.
Throw me.
Dude, same.
Alright, here we go. And I guess she'll throw him
How
at
are
the
you
corpse.
throwing him straight down?
I guess.
Or do you just like, okay, good luck, and you just pull your arms out?
I think she would probably not, like, throw him with force, necessarily, but drop him. Throwing him seems like a bad idea, like a really easy way to miss it and die, you know?
You're not wrong.
Yep. But she will, like, position over the falling dragon and drop him if he wants to be dropped.
As you drop him, you watch as he flails for a little bit before he kind of reorients, so he's pointed headfirst down at it. Perhaps thinking that if he does miss, this is going to be the fastest way to go.
Oh, Jesus.
As he dives towards it, and you watch him kind of grab onto it in the air, and then you will see that similar kind of explosion. as he's thrown off of it. And as he kind of falls into the distance, you watch the wings unfurl again as he swoops and starts flying back towards the two of you.
Well, Newsom looks up at Elliot. Glad that worked out. And she holds out his jacket.
Oh, thanks.
Newsom, when
No
you
problem.
look at Elliot, he has... Well, describe what you're looking like after the lightning strike.
Elliot looks sad.
Yeah, how's his hair?
He's got his eyebrows, but isn't he bald? I've seen him since
Yep.
the lightning strike, I thought.
Ugly.
Wait, have I? Oh, maybe I'm not.
Fucking boats are gonna get these stupid boats and any goddamn stupid pieces are gonna shoot me with a freaking bolt. Unbelievable. You're not gonna get away with that shit. There you let's go.
Okay.
As
I
Elliot
don't thi-
continues to climb and heads in that direction. I
All
assume
right.
we've been climbing for the last 4 turns, and this makes 5.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
What's your plan?
To get over the boats.
Yes, I understand you're getting over the boats. I'm concerned about the continued climbing over the boats.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It makes me think you're going to drop something.
What do I have to drop? The bag of holding full of granite?
Me.
That's exact. I thought the bag of holding was full of gold coins right now.
No, it's full of granite. It has platinum
No,
in there. But
We made
see,
you get
my
rid of the
information-
stone to pick up all of the money that was in the...
Yeah, when you guys
In the
There was
Feywild.
just enough
Yeah.
coin to fit the coin. I estimated I had like 5 cubic feet of coinage. How much cubic feet of coinage do you think there is?
Well, how much can a bag of holding hold?
65 cubic feet.
This man is about to drop rocks on the boats to kill them. I understand now.
I mean, that's a pretty damn good way to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of rocks fall through and just sink it.
Circling back as the two of you come over the boats and Ephraim flaps up to join you, we're gonna circle back to Karak and Lulin. As
Hell yeah.
we're gonna do a little racing adventure of our own.
Let's go.
While you're on Karak and Lulin, I need just a couple pieces. How long and how high did we get over the boats?
I would say you're probably directly above them, about 800 feet up.
It's time
And
for
I'd
math.
say closer to 1,000 because we were raising at about 120 per turn and it was 4 turns.
That's fair. I will accept that.
Cool. About 1,000, just for easier math.
This granite's about to. Oof.
Thank God there's a
the
cap
docks,
to
and we're
fall.
just gonna see we're just gonna see one ship just inexplicably sink, and it's just gonna be like, what happened there?
Yeah, I don't know if you've
It's
ever
not
seen
going to
it.
be inexplicable.
Yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen a ship get hit by something from a high height, but you're gonna watch that motherfucker fold in half.
It's going to be like
It's going to be
what
a very
happens
clear
when a meteorite hits the Earth.
It's going to be a very clear explosion.
It's more like Karat's not gonna know what the cause of it was. Like, sure, something hit it, but we don't know what.
Yep.
Karak,
That extra 400 feet does wonders.
you are tentatively sitting at the reins with Lulin behind you.
Mm-hmm.
As you see all of these knights with tower shields line up in front of the gate, as the gate begins to swing open, and you watch the knights begin pushing out of the gate, as more knights are pushing up to them to fill in gaps, as they are pushing out into kind of a small little semicircle outside the gate, as... what's his name? As Varys looks at you both and he goes, "Go, go, go, go!"
Karat's relaying that information to the robo horses.
The minute the horses hear it, they slowly begin to pick up speed, and by the time you hit the edges of the knights, they narrowly get out of the way as this carriage blasts through them, And because the only instruction you gave them was that, directly over the people who are running for the gate. As people just began being knocked out of these horses' ways, Karak, as you head towards the side street, he pointed out. As you hear the gates begin to close as the knights fall back through them.
Okay, on the road.
Lulin,
Yeah.
are you pulling the ring?
This is a very early time to ask that
No.
question. Excuse
Are you sure? Because he did say to pull it as soon as you got out of the gates.
Oh, then yes.
As
If he
Man's
gave me
gonna follow
orders to pull it,
directions.
then yes.
As you pull the ring, you watch these cables snap away from the back of the carriage. As these two long arms swing out to about 15 feet on either side and lock in place with a metallic thunk as it turns your carriage into what is essentially a street sweeper. Just knocking people over as the two of you blast through the street. Croc, I'm going to need you to give me an animal handling check.
All right, this isn't going to go well because I can only talk to them. I can only persuade them. Handling them is a different story.
Handling an animal is a completely different beast.
Different from talking with them. If I could persuade them, that's a completely different modifier.
You know what? I'll accept persuasion.
I got a +10 to that, my friend.
And you rolled worse.
So, yeah.
You tell me what you're yelling at the horses and what you are saying to persuade them to follow the path you have laid out instead of just running through the widest parts of the street.
This is one of the fastest ways there. Don't you want to beat your best time? We're gonna make history. We're gonna be great.
As
You're gonna have
they,
so many. You're gonna be taken care of so well after we get through this. I'm sure of it.
as you say that, they round the corner with enough speed that sparks come off of the steel wagon wheels as you slide around the corner. Lulin, you watch as somebody in a Cult of the World Tree robe looks up as one of the spikes just impales them, and now they're just hanging there shaking off the side. As you blast down this side street, and you hear this person, like, moaning in pain as they look up, and you look forward as you cross in between the small gap in two buildings, and the arms just snap back. The dude flies off, and then they snap forward again as if they're spring-loaded. Karak, give me another persuasion check. Lulin, since you're not actively doing anything right now,
Yeah.
go ahead and give me a perception check.
I see shit.
No, you don't.
Get fucked.
All
Can't see
right.
the invisible horse now, can you?
Got that shit seeing, eh?
As
You have been moving really fast.
As you round the corner back onto this main street, you see that out in front of you in the street is just an utter and complete melee reaching out into the street. As you see these people fighting with clubs and like farming tools and pickaxes, and you see the Warforged fighting bare-fisted as they are just beating people down iRobot style.
I love that.
In the middle of all of this, with a smile on his face, swinging a man by his ankles, having the time of his life, is Elrond. Clearly using this man as a weapon. But you are also headed directly into this melee with the wagon, with the things still out.
Yeah.
What are the two of you doing?
So does Karak notice this, or is he too focused on the horses? Has he missed the forest?
Roll
for
me
the
a
trees,
perception
so to
check.
speak?
Roll me a perception
Got
check.
it.
Actually, what's your passive?
That's a good question. Let me look on my sheet real quick. I'm to figure out where the heck I go for that.
I'll just look.
That's good.
I know where it is. God, I forgot how much shit y'all summoned at one point. You have so many companions.
Bro, you didn't even know.
You know.
Ah, yes. Nope. You mistake the forest for the trees with your gnarly passive perception of 9.
Mm-hmm.
As you just begin barreling through Warforged and people alike. Lulin, I will give you...
never ridden something this fast.
I will give you... Here's how this is going to work.
Yeah.
Lulin is going to have a half second of horror as he realizes they're not slowing down. I'm going to count down from 5, and in that period, you have to tell me what you yell at Karak. 5, 4, 3,
Karak,
2,
left.
1.
Left! Oh, run! Karak is just like, left! And like... It like just straight to the horses, relaying that information.
The wagon swings hard to the right as the horses pull left onto another side street, sweeping people out of the way as you both feel the wagon begin to tilt and then almost with force like something hit it, lean the other way as you barely stay on the wheels. As Luland, you look down and there is a set of hands holding on to the side of the wagon.
We're just gonna peer over.
Looking up at you, like, not even trying to hide it, unlike Newson, that this is like a child on Halloween, is Allrond, just a smile on his face, hanging onto the side of this thing, like half transformed into a wolf.
Lulu just grabs him by the forearm and yanks him up.
As he kind of like settles in on top of the wagon. Good to see you guys!
See you too!
Right. So we're now at this intersection.
No, so right now, the two of you are right here.
Right down this middle street now.
Yep, you're running back this way.
Okay.
So Karak's kind of like, you know, basically running on instinct right now. But I remembered something.
Yes?
Ron, can you still understand animals?
Yeah, why?
I can talk to animals, but like I can't do it the other way. Can you help me steer?
Yeah, I can help you steer as he, like, crawls forward on this and plops down in the seat next to you. I was raised to be a house guard. Reins, please.
Here you go. And Karak's just gonna hand it over.
Thank you. Run, you motherfuckers, run! As he snaps the reins and the horses pick up speed.
And Karak's just relaying that information straight to him. Between the two of them, they have the speak with animals spell.
Now,
no, he has a potion of animal speaking in his bloodstream.
Oh, right.
He's yelling it directly at the horses.
That's perfect then. Karak's just gonna like settle down. It's like, okay, good. That's instead of half, it's okay.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Well, we were supposed to go to the forge.
That was the forge. We just passed it.
All right, so we need to eventually make a U-turn.
Mm-hmm.
What did you need?
A horse U-turn.
What are we dropping off at the forge again? I forgot.
I don't know the answer. What were you dropping?
I'm asking Lulin, please.
I got a 12 on the history check.
You have no idea.
Oh. Were we delivering the card itself? Was that what we were doing?
Yes.
Okay, I guess that's what we're doing. I mean, we can take it around the block one more time, right?
What's so special about this cart?
Oh, no, there's a box. Right? There's a box in the carriage. Isn't the two people dropped a box, or was that the ammunition?
Allrond hands you the reins, Croc, and goes, 1 second.
Croc just got it back, and it's just like just letting the horses do their thing, going off the orders they just got.
He swings around to the door of the carriage and, like, hauls it open, just swinging in the breeze. He hops inside, and he pops his head up through the hatch and looks at you, Lulin, as you're standing on the back, and he goes, okay, I don't think they need the carriage, but I think I know a better use for what's in the box.
Okay.
What's the plan? Where are we trying to go?
So we're going to the docks, right? There's currently Valyanai is currently holding a ship to prepare for civilians to leave. However, there's a blockade of ships firing ballistas.
So we need to sink the ships.
My plan: take over one of the ships, use the ballistas to sink the other ships. We have a bonus ship for civilians.
Okay.
Or if that doesn't work, we sink the ships.
So do we have to stop at the dock, or can we go straight for the ships?
Me and Croc have ways to breathe underwater.
So so just get you close.
Yeah, we can rendezvous at the defense point. So you can we'll bring the carriage to them.
Okay. Karak.
Mm-hmm.
Keep us on the main road. I need 5 seconds. As he ducks back inside, and Lulin, you hear the sound of clanking, and then transforming, and then the shredding of steel. As you hear like, as you look down. Do you want to look down through the hatch?
Yeah.
Elrond has ripped a panel out of the bottom of this carriage, and is hanging out of it by his knees, doing something under the carriage.
Are you?
Am I
What's
what?
he doing? I gotta focus on the road. What's he doing?
Are you going to make this amphibious?
God, no! Putting holes in something doesn't make it better at floating on water.
Okay, and sometimes you have. Okay, I don't know how your crazy brain fucking works,
Lulin?
Elrond. Okay.
As he leans back and you watch him pull one of the gauntlets off, do you trust me that it's gonna be cool?
Wholeheartedly.
Fantastic! As he leans back under and begins doing something again.
If it doesn't work, it's on your ass.
Karak, you are headed towards the docks when Elrond eventually comes out of the door holding a string between his teeth as he makes his way up back to you, gets out and goes, okay, reins please.
Here you go.
Okay, you ever been on a carriage before?
No. Well, once, but that we were inside, not on it.
Okay, so the horses are connected to this carriage. Seems to be by just a rein system. Doesn't seem like there's anything solid in between us. So there's a ring here and there's a ring here and a ring here. When I yell now, I need you to detach both of them so the horses can get out of the way.
Get out of the way of what?
Do you trust me?
I trusted this group, didn't I?
Perfect. Then trust that this will be cool.
Got it.
As soon as you get those, I need you to go stand on top of the carriage.
Got it.
As you rocket towards the dock, he begins moving you towards the edge of this dock as you're rapidly approaching it. And Karak, you realize that Elrond has every intention of riding the carriage down this dock.
Okay.
Lulin, you realize the same. As he yells, Karak, now!
Got it. And Croc's just gonna yank exactly what he was told to do, and then start, climbing back to where he was told to go to on the carriage.
You watch as the horses in front of you spread out and run up the coast before you hit the dock. As you hit the dock and you all begin bouncing, and Elrond climbs up next to you with the string still in between his teeth and goes, all right, Lulin, climb up here.
Got it, and Lulin does so.
Okay, so just to be clear, we get as close to the ships as possible, right?
Yeah.
As you're both just looking past him as he has just a wide, adrenaline-filled smile on his face with this string clenched in between his teeth, as you just see the end of the dock getting closer and closer behind him. Newson and Elliot, roll me perception checks.
Okay. Oh, hey, that's a nat 20 for me.
Oh.
Not to let me
Elliot, you're focused on the ships, but Newson, you hear the sound essentially of cardboard getting stuck in a fan as you look down and see an armored carriage flying down a dock. You see 3 figures on top of it, one of which clearly has horns.
Elliot?
You frickin' ships and frickin' way.
Alright, are you guys ready? As the end of the dock is rapidly coming up.
Ready as we can be!
Newson, you had something to say? You get 1 sentence before how this operation goes.
Elliot! She kind of, like, grabs his shoulder and points him at whatever's happening down there.
Yeah, the ship's like, got it.
No.
As he pulls out his bag of holding.
Okay, remember. When you feel the push, jump as hard as you can.
Question, the jump spell is still active, right?
Yeah.
Oh no.
You ready?
Right.
As it's 10 feet, 9 feet, 5 feet, 3 feet, 2 feet, 1 feet, and as you get to the end and the wagon begins to tip over, you hear Allron through gritted teeth say, "Fire in the hole!" As he pulls the string with his teeth, something explodes beneath the wagon, and all 3 of you are launched through the air towards the ships. Newson, you see this event happen as well.
Yep. I think that's just like... I think she would just immediately do essentially like a palm to forehead, like they did not just blow themselves up.
Also, how many ships are in this harbor that are like clearly enemy ships blocking?
So since they're all on the edge of the map, we'll just say 8.
Oh my god, he said the number. He said the number!
Is that the exact number you needed for the perfect mass to destroy a ship from this height?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but I do.
That is actually 1 more than I can destroy.
Well, perfect, because Lulin wanted to keep 1.
Well, we'll see which one Lulin goes for. And if anyone wants to check my math, I've posted it in the Bits, Crits, and Halfwits channel.
Karak and Lul...
But from about 1,000 feet, 8 cubic feet of stone weighs about 600 kilograms, which, as it's dropping, Elliot is casting Enlarge on it, which brings its mass to 24.
Oh, that's why you asked that question.
Yup.
Yeah.
Anyways, over 1,000-foot fall, we can use reverse kinematics, no, not kinematics, just normal kinematics, no reversing required, to figure out that a 300-meter fall will result in the final velocity of about 78 meters per second. Given this is a stone torpedo, I'm assuming that its air resistance is minimal. Using, of course, the equation to calculate kinetic energy, 1/2 mv squared, v being final velocity of 78 meters per second, and m being 2,400 kilograms, we get a final kinetic energy of 7 megajoules.
Okay, so how heavy is each individual rock? Because I'm going to put this in simple terms for the people at home. After you enlarge it, what is the mass of each rock?
2,400 kilograms, 2,000 kilograms.
Okay, so for everybody watching at home, these 2,000 kilogram rocks are going to hit these ships at 175 miles per hour.
Yes.
I'm sure that'll be fine.
The equivalent kinetic energy of about 1,000 grenades.
Yeah. So I need acrobatics checks from Karak and Lulin. I'm gonna roll one for all round.
Freaking ships getting this freaking way, shooting me with bullets. Oh, hell no.
What'd you need?
I need an acrobatics check. Oh, I forgot to add his proficiency. That's fine.
Oh.
Lulin, your diving suit's made of metal, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, perfect. So, Karak, you and Allrond, you guys fly probably a good quarter of a mile through the air. Just in a very wide arc as Karak, how would Karak dive into this water? Like, would he do a pencil dive? Would he go head first?
I feel like head first, just because, I mean, if he, like, this has already been death-defying, so, I mean, if he dies now, then I guess, like, it was kind of expected, right?
So, Karak, you gracefully just slip into the water at this top speed as these waves are churning, as you begin to rocket towards these boats because of your armor. Lulin, you watch Elrond ahead of you tuck his knees to his chest and cannonball into the water. And as you, what do you think to yourself in that moment?
Huh.
Just, huh? That's all you think?
Yeah, I think Lulin's like, God damn it, Elrond. I think that's his last thought.
You have time to think, God damn it, Elrond, before you hit the top of this water and skip across it like a goddamn rock. Newson, as you're just watching this from above.
Yep. She's just like, ooh.
As you say, ooh, you look back up in time to see Elliot reach out and just drop a rock.
Well.
How many times can you cast enlarge, Elliot?
Perception check.
Oh, they're
you
not.
can only cast it once per object.
Yes, but how many times can you cast it? How many spell slots do you have to cast it with?
Oh yeah,
that's an important factor too.
Spell slots.
That's an important factor too.
Here, let me just do some math here.
How many of these rocks are big enough?
Well, I also have the math for not enlarged.
It's
just it's a chilling 1 megajoule.
Yeah, it's a lot less scary, but still not great for the guys on the boats.
Well, I mean, it's only 1/8 the energy. I imagine it's about the same effect.
Yeah, but it's a much smaller size, which means it's going to punch a much smaller hole.
That's fair. He can cast Enlarge Reduce, and will cast Enlarge Reduce using 4 spell slots.
So you're only doing it 4 times?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nugent, you look over as Elliot just drops
That
this
being said,
rock.
For what it's worth, he's using 1 4th level spell on one of them. I don't know if that has an effect.
Do you want it to be the first one you drop?
Yeah, sure.
As you watch him drop this rock, as you feel the magic surge into it, because he's using the 4th level spell, and you just watch until this thing grows to the size... Well, because it's a 4th level spell, you watch as 2 of the ships that are pretty close together that he drops it for, as it grows to the size of a pretty sizable oak tree. And just begins tumbling through the air before it hits the sides of both of these ships with enough force that it tips them into each other and flips them.
Teach you to shoot me with frickin' bolts. Unbelievable. I just gotta fly in my own city, Newsin.
She's just like shaking her head like, yeah, I can't believe it either. It's wild.
Unbelievable. That was the carnage down there.
Under the water, Karak and Lulin, now that you're under the water, about 60 feet from these boats, just for the sake of, you know, the speed of us getting here and not taking 90 rounds to get to the boats. Yeah. You see 2 of these boats just flip and begin to sink as something massive crashes into the water. As you see, Karak, you see sailors begin swimming out from the inside of this boat. And roll me a perception check.
Rock doesn't see. It's too much rock.
Lulin, roll.
At this moment, Elliot in your mind goes 2 down, 4 to go.
2 down,
6,
4
6 to go.
Lulin, roll me a perception check.
Not much better. But
not
not a
very
critical
perceptive
not a
people.
critical 0.
So you guys don't see anything, but you realize that for whatever reason, as soon as these sailors are swimming out from the inside of the ships, they are going completely limp and just rising back and just sinking with the ships. But you can't see anything in the water. Karak, you really can't see anything in the water. In fact, you almost scream and inhale air when Elrond, like, grabs a hold of your leg.
Karak's just looking down at Elrond, who just grabbed their leg and basically scared the trees out of him.
You just
Not the treesus.
You just see Elrond open his mouth as you just see bubbles come out and hear through the water.
Karak cannot understand you underwater, so they are swimming up a bit so that way Elrond can have some air to actually talk.
As you pop out of the surface, because of the way your suit works, you actually swim like horizontal, don't you? Like straight horizontal.
It's basically like
basically what I'm asking is, would you like to emerge from the surface like a majestic dolphin?
Sure, why not?
With Elrond just hanging on to your leg.
Yeah.
As you get to the top of the surface, you hear Elrond take a deep breath and go, "What the fuck was that?" before you smash back into the water and you're back under. Elliot and Newton, what are you two doing up top as they make their way to the boats underwater? Also, Karak, do you perhaps want to tell Elliot what you're aiming for? Like which ship you're aiming for?
Sure. Karak's probably going. I'm just gonna ping him a message being like, "Hey, me and Lulin are heading to the leftmost ship, I think. At least according to the plans that were drawn up."
Which would have been the next one in your fire line, Elliot.
Can I feel like this deserves a roll because leftmost ship.
You know what? Roll intelligence. And you, Karak, you roll.
We're good.
Karak, you roll persuasion to see if you can get the point across clear enough that Elliot understands it against that intelligence. It meets it beats. Elliot, you understand which ship he's talking about.
I was gonna blow that one up. Can you go to the next one?
Karak's just gonna look at the next one that was sunk. I don't think so, unless...
No. So he's sinking ships from left to right, Karak. I thought when you said the leftmost ship, you meant the leftmost ship that hadn't just been murdered by a rock from the sky.
I meant the leftmost ship just in general, because that's what the plan that,
Oh
that
yeah,
Karak,
he just straight whacked both those ships.
I guess we can go to the next one in line. I mean, there's not really a choice now.
Do you really need any of them, or...
There's people on the ground trying to get out via ship. Having two ships is easier to get civilians out. Also, Valiant Eye.
Like 6 ships in the harbor still.
News, and you're just watching
Like
Elliot stand here, and you're realizing that this is what you looked like every time you talked with Lyra.
Yep. She's just kind of like her hand on chin, like kind of observing this and being like, "Oh,
Ephraim's
you really
wings
do look like a crazy person." Yeah.
Ephraim's wings are flapping next to you as he leans over and goes, "I think he's proud of himself."
To be fair, I haven't had this much fun since, it feels like throwing stones into a pond, but much bigger splash.
You and me had very different childhoods.
I don't doubt that.
Okay, so...
I'm just saying, Elliot, if we blew up an entire carriage to get as close to these ships as we can. I'm with also Elrond is here, by the way. They're fighting with us, and we are very dead set on at least taking one of these ships.
What? Why? I told you I was gonna blow them up.
More civilians to get out. Valiant Eyes at the docks. The more people they have, the more people they can get out. The more safe people. These people who didn't ask to be in a fight are like can. They can
I
get
didn't
out of
ask
here.
to be in the fight either. Look, it's full of baddies. They're bad people. Ah, fine. I'll just skip this one.
Is it?
Just take this boat. I'll skip it.
How long
No
do you think
promises
he's
I
going to
won't
be
win.
catatonic?
I'll try. I'm aiming for the next one.
Elliot's you're just gonna hear silence, and Karak just go, "Aren't you the one that said that a warrior's like?" I'm trying to remember what the. Let me pull up my notes because I know I wrote this down.
Roll me a history check because Karak probably wouldn't pull out his notebook underwater.
You know, you're not wrong.
Get wrecked.
Yeah,
Get wrecked, devil.
Would you like to use a reroll?
Warriors, I don't know, man.
Would you like to use a reroll?
You know what? Why not? Let's see if we can get that. You know, one day I'll remember.
About...
I should put the rerolls on this. I just realized the rerolls aren't on the screen. I'm gonna fix that real quick.
There we are. That's the reroll.
Now you are allowed to check notes, I guess.
What was it? 17? Yeah, you can check your notes, but you have to get it slightly wrong.
Got it. I can do that.
You have to get it slightly wrong.
Like, I don't know. Warrior fighting shouldn't be forced on people, and like we're kind like the people down here did not ask to get in your fight. I don't know, man.
Yes, I agree.
Ephraim,
So
The death ships aren't exactly accepting refugees at this moment, are they?
And that's what me and Lulin are trying to do, to get more refugees out! People who don't want to be in the
sail
thing!
a ship?
Ephraim leans over to News and goes, so, how long does he stay like catatonic like this when he's satisfied?
I'm not gonna lie, this is kind of a new thing, so
Seems,
I
seems
couldn't
like kind of
say.
a long time. Do you think he, like,
just-
knows we're here?
Yes, I know you're here, assholes. I think Elliot says that out loud, but also Karak hears it.
I'm just saying, the more innocents that you get out of here, that's a good, and then maybe they can get like.
And then
It
you,
kinda seems like
and then you hear
What
Karak,
if we
yes, I
save
know.
the city first.
Then people,
Honestly, I'm not convinced that he actually knows we're here. I think you should, like, wave your hands in front of his face or something.
Alright, Karak, I'll skip your boat. I'm going for the next one. But if you guys die, I'm sinking the boat.
I appreciate it. You'll know when I die.
Alright, guys,
Trust me.
Next boat. As Elliot just sort of like on Shadow Gleam drifts towards the next boat.
Alright, next one.
You know, as Ephraim just floats next to you, I really thought when we came up with the plan to attack the boats from the sky that you and me were going to be doing a lot more.
I know, we're kind of just here to look pretty, I guess.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
somebody
You could
has
always
to.
do some like magic and sink us all, Newson, if you wanted to do that. That'd be nice.
Oh, you want me to do a wild magic surge? Yeah, I could do that.
Ephraim just starts slowly drifting back away from you.
No, don't worry. I'll go down there to do it. If I end up a dog, though, I'm gonna need one of you to come get me.
Newson. Wait a sec. As Elliot like pulls out a rock, casts enlarge, and it just. All right, now you can go.
Okay, cool. She like
As it
kind of-
plummets towards the fourth.
Do you
ship
just
in the
grab
line.
hold of the rock and use it to get to the ground faster and just let go at the last second?
Yeah, I was gonna say like she kind of is like in the airstream of the rock, sort of riding it down.
As you ride it down, Karak and Lulin, as you both and Alrond swim towards the third boat in the line, you just watch a massive explosion as the fourth boat disappears. As Ephraim looks up at you, Elliot, and goes, "Yeah, I'm not doing that."
Yeah, I support that.
That's some,
You ever play the naval game?
the naval game. No, what?
It's what else did they call it? I think they call it like Boats and Meteors or something. It was basically this.
Oh, the one where you
Yeah,
had to
you
like
both have
guess
an
where
array
the
of
other guy's
boats.
boats were.
Yeah, that's the one.
God damn it.
Yeah, I played that as a kid.
Ah.
I'm doing great.
We don't really have
Yeah.
any boats for them to shoot back at. You were the kind of person who never put any boats on your board, right?
Well, maybe.
Elliot's the kind that invested in infrastructure. Sold their pieces to get some Monopoly game board pieces.
How dare you make a TED reference
Elliot
in my
plants
D&D
houses on
stream?
film. I had houseboats.
Hey, I kind of got a weird question. Newsom kind of got me thinking, talking about her childhood and all that.
Yeah.
Can I drop one?
How much can you carry?
I mean, I figure I don't have to carry it for long. You kind of just put it in my hands. If I can't carry it, the dropping will do itself.
Yeah, that's true. You got any magic? Do you want to do the old enlargeroo on it?
I don't have that kind of magic.
Oh.
I kind of just get, the wings and some increased vitality.
That's sure. I noticed you sped up Newsom.
I did. I poured all the radiant energy in me into her. You think I could do that to a rock?
That's my question.
I'd have to sit on the back of the horse. My wings disappear when I do it, and I need a recharge after.
Yeah, we could do that. We could get on here.
He lands on the back of the horse, and the rest of you are woefully unaware of the bad ideas happening in the sky above you.
Should we try to do 2 like the first one?
I don't know. I mean, there's what, 5 ships left?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, plus the one that they don't want to destroy.
yeah. Well, based on so maybe we should go to the far end, because based on what my brother, myself, and Alron practice, I can increase the speed of something by up to 4 times.
Oh.
What do you think is going to happen if one of those rocks hits the water? How fast are they going?
I don't know. What you think? I get a pen and paper out here? But I mean, like 4 times the acceleration. That's not gonna be like that. That'll be bigger. I mean, like 4 times as big, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Let's just go to the end and take one of those out.
All right.
Yes.
Newsom.
As they go to the second to last boat in the line.
Yeah. As these two prepare to drop a rock at 90% of the speed of sound. Newsom, what are you doing as you peel off this rock right before it hits the ship and soar out of the timbers and sailors as they fly up into the air around you?
I think Newsom is probably also aiming for the far end of the boat, since she heard some of the conversation about not breaking a boat, so she's aiming to move essentially
Yeah, thinking Elliot's gonna keep following the line plan, going to the far end and work back and meet him in the middle.
Yeah, basically. She doesn't want to get a rock dropped on her.
Well, this
so
could be awkward then.
I know.
Karak and Lulin, you and Alrond come up to the side of a boat as you kind of surface next to it and see, the rigged rope that is along the side of the ship in case sailors fall overboard. As Lulin, you feel something more than see it as it rises up out of the water next to you. Do you turn and look at it?
Yeah.
As you turn and look at it, and Karak, you see this as well, although you don't recognize it. There is a figure wearing a helmet and armor made of coral floating in the water next to Lulin. Lulin?
Howdy, friend.
You're not going to hit me this time, right?
No, unless you're asking for it.
Okay, so if I use the whip, I'm not going to get my ass beat, am I?
Oh no, you want to find out?
I kind of need to know before we... What are we doing? I'm assuming because this one didn't explode, we're taking it.
Yes, we are taking it.
Okay, then you're going to be really happy with me.
Yeah.
I brought help. As you watch figures of Tritons begin rising up in the water behind Breton.
Lovely. And Luna's going to give him like a TLDR of the game plan, which is to essentially capture the ship to use for more civilians, plus the ballista.
Yeah, we saw the lights go out from the glass city, so we kind of came this way as fast as we could. And when we saw these guys firing on ships, well, we were coming up with a plan, and then, you know, two of them kind of exploded.
Still,
by the way, what did that?
That was Elliot.
Ah, hey.
Also, it's wonderful to meet you. I'm new here.
Yeah, I'd shake your hand, but I don't want to cut you. I'm Breton. I'm the captain of the academics club at Apud.
Oh,
Strong body, strong mind.
He sneezes.
Okay. Is that where the college that
Yeah, that's the college we go to.
Ah, that's a shame. I was told so much about it, and I never got a chance to go.
Why is it a shame? I thought my position was very prestigious.
Oh, I mean, it's a shame the college is closed.
No, I mean, yeah, it'll open again probably eventually.
That's the hope. I really wanted to see what Lyra was talking about with all of that.
Do you think
We'll
when I
take you to go see it?
Do you think when I applied for my graduate's degree, I can put this under practical experience?
Yes,
Absolutely.
I'll sign off on it if you need me to.
All right.
God, how much? Do you need to give them practical? Do you have to write a whole thing to let them know why you should be there?
You haven't been to a college, have you?
No.
We gotta build one of those out in wherever you're from, Llewellyn.
No.
I'm not from where Lulin is. I'm sorry.
Oh, then we definitely need to build one wherever you're from.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, we were taking a ship as you guys kind of turned back, and you turned back in time to see Alrond pull himself over the rail.
Oh, no time like the present, and Karak's just gonna follow along with Allround because, I mean, it's worked so far.
All right, cool. And Breton casts a spell as you all feel the water beneath you somewhat solidify as you are launched up onto the deck of this ship. As landing all around you are Tritons, in Karak, armor that looks surprisingly similar to yours. Like, there's obviously a different material and some different, like, runes and writing on it, but the style of how you would make the armor is still the same.
Should I roll a history or wisdom?
You should absolutely roll a wisdom save.
Got it.
Most certainly.
Karak, you understand that this feels really familiar. And look at Discord. I have passed you a note.
I love notes.
Man's passing notes in class.
My God.
God damn. Who's he crushing?
Do you understand?
Look, all cool people pass notes in class.
Shit.
Do you understand, Karak?
I'm sending something for clarification.
Okay. While that's happening, Newson.
Mm-hmm.
You are flying towards this ship.
Yeah, well, Elliot wanted me to trigger a wild magic surge, and this can't possibly go wrong. So I think,
As these two are setting up so you have some time, you make it to the last ship in the line.
yeah, she's just going to, like, when she reaches the last ship in the line, she's just going to, like, turn towards the other two and just cast Misty Step and, like, jump 30 feet forward in the air and trigger a surge behind her, I suppose.
Roll a D1000.
Yay! 100 and add a 0. 250. That's a low one.
But hopefully a funny one.
Mm-hmm.
We will find out when I find the number.
Can't wait to be a dog again.
Oh, I just had it. Where'd it go? Would you like to use a reroll?
We've never done that before.
Would you like to use a
Send
reroll?
it, send it,
I
send
mean,
it,
you're
send
making me more interested than anything, so I guess no. I think I'm gonna stick with it.
Your eyes turn
Honestly, I
snotling
think-
green
Thank God for that.
as nothing happens besides your eyes turning snot green.
Which
You
she
don't
wouldn't even
realize. To your
Yeah.
appearance, nothing happened.
know. Did my magic not work?
Would Newson think that she better try again?
Oh, for sure she would.
I feel like this would be the perfect timing for a combo turn.
Oh, I agree. I agree.
Combo.
As you're wondering if your magic worked, Newson, you see something small and glowing yellow fall from the sky.
Mhm.
Would you be using a higher
As it-
level spell slot, Elliot? Because of the combo skill?
Oh, fuck it. Sure, we'll multiply the damage by 4 again. Yeah.
As you watch it rapidly begin to grow and pick up speed as you physically, and everyone on the dock of this ship sees this as well, as you begin to see the air physically warp around it as it flies towards the ship next to you, Newson.
Oh boy.
For the record, we quadrupled its speed, which in the energy equation means it's 16 times as much energy. And then doubled its size again, which means it's another, 8 times. Which means we are out of megajoules and into gigajoules of energy. Carry on.
You,
Seems really safe.
as you're wondering if your magic works, Newson, and as all of you, as you board the ship, see the elves looking up at the sky behind you with fear, you all hear a crack like thunder. As, Newson, you watch this rod go straight through the ship, as it seems initially like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then it seems like the ship explodes with water as you watch a plume of water fly into the air, sinking the ships on either side of it as it pulls them under, as a shockwave literally rips the mast from the ship you're standing on.
Wow, I can't believe my wild magic called down a meteor, just like what Elliot was throwing. It was just delayed because it had to pull it from space.
Up top, Ephraim looks back at you, Elliot, and goes, "That was awesome."
Dude, we gotta recharge you.
We have to find a way. Where are the rest of those fucking dragons?
I think they were lost over there.
Remember that Shadow Gleam is still invisible.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, they were lost
I don't know.
over there. They were looking for Shadow Gleam. And...
All I need is
See 'em.
celestial magic to recharge.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Elliot opens up his bag of holding. Try this. As he pulls out one of the magic weapons.
Which one?
One of the clubs from the sewer. By the way, he's not touching it, for the record.
Yeah, like wrapped it in a handkerchief.
Yeah. Try leeching this bad boy.
He takes a hold of it as you watch the magic
2 more
drain
of
from it
those.
as he drops it off. He goes, "You have more?"
Yeah, 2 more.
All right, hit me. As
How much
these
more
two
do you
idiots begin the reloading process. News in the ship you're on
And they,
is broken
just-
but still floating. Or the ship you're above, so to
Toss
speak.
off a club
Yeah,
as we hand him the next one.
yeah. You see a small splash that seems quite strange, where the water is just recently calmed from the ship as something hits it from up high.
Huh. Well, I really feel like I should probably get out of the way at this point. And yeah, I think she's just gonna
Now that she's convinced that her wild magic,
Yeah,
called...
my wild magic worked, so I did what I was asked to do and flies out of the way.
And the sun fucking exploded.
Yeah.
On the ship, and I'm not going to throw up a map, we're just going to do this story style. I am going to have you guys roll initiative, though.
Okay.
Just Lulin and Karak. Because they are on L boat. You know what I mean?
L boat.
L boat. Alright, both of you roll
Like
me
elbow.
initiative.
What a boat.
God damn it.
There we go.
I forgot Lulin only has 16 hit points.
Nah.
Alright. As the Triton and the L's begin to clash, Karak, what do you do? And how do you look while you're doing it?
Sorry, I had to send something.
To me, I'm guessing.
Karak is looking around, trying to find the first, the first little bit that he can. I think he's gonna kind of stretch, and then he's just going to. Wait, is it this one? Right, this one. How many enemies are within 15 feet of Karak?
Probably 10 or 12.
Okay, so Karak is going to utilize the Call of the Depths from his armor, and he's going to attempt to knock the enemies within a 15-foot radius of him. They need to make a DC 15 Strength saving throw, or be pushed 10 feet back and knocked prone. The attempt is to try and shove them off of the ship, so that way, because anybody who's been falling off of the ship seems to be just, and Karak just is, he doesn't seem nervous right now. He seems in control.
Very sure of himself, actually.
Very sure.
Can you just link me that ability real quick? I need to see what the save is.
Sure.
Is it an item in your inventory?
Yeah, it's the armor of the Black Tide.
Okay, that's what I thought. I couldn't remember if it was an item I gave you or not, though.
Yeah.
So give me 1 second to just remember what that does, because although I wrote it,
yeah, specifically it is called Call of the Depths.
All right, that will work.
ability on it.
Describe for Lulin what that looks like. Like, how do you channel it and how you create these waves and these surges of water?
Karak just seems to, loosen up a bit in a way you've never really seen him do before. Very loosey-goosey almost, as if he's moving with the rock of the ship.
Would you say he almost becomes, taller as he, fully stands up and stretches out?
Absolutely. He is at full height. Usually he's slouching, but Karak is just... He is here.
All right, and describe the rest of it.
As he's sort of moving with the waves of the ship, you see him suddenly go against one of those waves and sort of reach forward, and as he does, the waves on each side of the ship seem to target different people, just people around Karak away from him. Just like the waves and sea themselves have begun answering to his call.
Everyone here has seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Karak, would you say it looks a lot like the 8-legged tentacle water thing from Avatar?
Yeah, like that.
Nice. Lulin, that is what you see. It is your turn.
Cool. I think for the first time, I'm going to channel divinity, conquering presence.
That's just fear, isn't it?
Yes.
Does it affect allies?
It's chosen creatures.
Nice.
So essentially, everybody who's not an ally within 30 feet makes a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw, or they become frightened. And all Lulin's going to say is, "Get off of my ship."
You watch Lulin as elven sailors bearing the symbol of the Altharians as they were already terrified of the fact that, you know, ships just seem to be exploding from nowhere and beams of light are streaking from the sky. Just turn and they all begin jumping off the sides of the ship as you see someone step out and you see the symbol of a captain. As he steps out and he goes, "What is going?" And then you just see a fist appear from sticking out of his chest.
Elrond.
As he just kind of, like, you just see this guy's mouth, like, opening and closing slowly as he goes, as you just hear a voice behind him that is very clearly Elrond's, "Look at me, I'm a puppet of a government that doesn't respect people," as he just throws him off the side of the ship. Before he walks up to you, Lulin, he goes, just snaps a salute, "The ship is yours, Captain."
Lulin rightfully picks up the captain's hat, puts it on. Cool. And then proceed to move the ship to harbor.
"Captain, there's one small problem.
Yes.
I do not know how to sail a ship."
At about this moment, Karak hears in his head, "Oh my god, did you see that? The ship's totally exploded."
Rock's just gonna send back a message. "Yes, you did very good."
Thanks, boss.
As Elrond says that to you, Karak, is that really in your current state? How you would respond?
I think seeing these ships just go down, I think.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. They did a good job. They did the mission.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Got it. I almost rolled a wisdom check, and that is not the right one.
And you're gonna roll plus mine. All
I
right.
don't like the statement "in your current state."
You
Not a fan of
are.
that.
I'm taking my note back,
Everybody's a little
Karak.
bit stateful.
Your note's
Oh.
gone now? Got
My
it.
note's gone now. As Elrond looks at you, Lulin, and he goes, "I do not know how to sail a ship." Breton, goes to pat him on the shoulder and stops and goes, "We'll work on the strong mind part later." As he starts commanding Triton on how to sail the ship, and Elrond is looking back at him just aghast at the disrespect. As
Rock
up
is-
top, Elliot, Ephraim looks at you. Number 2?
Number 2 what? That's in the second club?
As in, I need the rock.
Oh, of course. I see, well, I was going to say, while he was charging the last club, he's like, you got to teach me how to draw on that. It's been, I've done it a few times, but it nearly kills me nearly every time.
Oh, I don't know exactly how it works. I got injected with the blood of a god, so that's probably some part of it. There's a lot of alchemy involved. I'm not quite sure how it worked. If Carden was still alive, we could ask him.
Yeah,
But,
fair. Anyways.
that guy's dead.
I guess
That
last
guy's
ship,
dead.
here's the rock.
All right. He just kind of looks over and he goes, "Look out below," as he lets go. And Newson, now you are confused, because you did not use a spell, but there's another beam of light falling from the sky.
Oh. Elliot's rocks didn't look like that before.
Roll me an
As it
insight
doubles
check,
in
Newson.
size.
Okay.
Maybe if I try again.
Large. 18. That's actually pretty
You-
good for me.
As you kind of are thinking about this, you suddenly remember how fast you got when Ephraim gave you his power.
Oh, it wasn't me. What the fuck did
You watch as this beam streaks down and goes right next to the ship and disappears as Ephraim goes, "Fuck, we missed!" As then the water explodes and the ship goes with it.
God, how did we miss?
I don't know. I thought we were over it.
We must be drifting.
What?
Sorry, it looks like the ship's going down anyways.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely does. I don't know what else. Do you have anything else I can recharge off of? Do we need to drop any more rocks? That was fun, though. I have to tell Newson. She was totally right about that.
Right? I think that's all the ships. I mean, that one's sinking just slowly, and the other one...
God, Sumter's gonna be pissed.
Oh, shit! Karak, are you dead?
Croc's gonna kind of, like, looks around. He's kind of in a bit of a stupor, and just, like...
The Triton are struggling to keep your ship from tipping with magic.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, we are... The ship's kind of rocking a lot, but, I mean, we're here.
Oh. That's good to hear. As he turns back. No more rocks. That ship's friendly.
Shit. Oh, well.
Yeah. I mean, we can go down.
Yeah, I mean, we should probably all reconvene at the ship, right?
Yeah, I guess. God, those are some rough waters. Never seen it this store. Oh, wait, no, that was us. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, God, this was after the wave break.
As he kind of turns around and he wraps his arms around your waist and goes, yeah, I don't want to fall off at this point.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I hope we didn't do too much damage to the docks.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about the docks. Elliot, do you want to roll me a perception check as you look towards the docks?
I would love to. Skip perception.
Elliot, you look at the docks right as the first wave hits.
Oh, God.
As you see the people who are on the ships, including Valiant Eye, fighting at the top of their gangplanks, as the ships are lifted up and dropped onto the stone seawall that Zraya has, as the wave rips across the top, flooding and sending the people attacking the ships back into the city. You see the second wave closely on its way.
If they can manage to launch on the second wave, they're probably okay. But...
I mean, but we took a ship, didn't we?
That's true.
Yeah,
we
so
did take a ship.
We'll be okay, and it's not like anybody can chase them.
True.
True. We did good. We did not cause more problems than we solved.
This is less problem than when we started.
I'm assuming...
Also, if I can get you recharged, you want to help us, like, go take out that lamp?
I was assuming we'd all be helping you take out the lamp. I mean, as many people as we can save, right?
Yeah, that's
Listen,
true.
I tried to fly towards that thing because I was looking for Allrond, and I know where Elodie lives, and whatever those things are, they get a lot bigger the closer you get to that district.
Maybe we should, like, lure one of them and get you recharged.
Yeah, I mean, that'll probably work.
I mean, I'm very close to being not alive. But...
Oh, hang on. As he fumbles with a pouch and goes, you want a health potion?
I'm very close.
Oh my God,
to being
yes.
not alive.
And he just holds out a health potion. Just roll me... You're drinking the whole thing. Just roll me 1d8 plus con.
Okay.
Or 1d8 plus 1.
By the way, PT, you have a message.
Oh, I do. Okay.
One I can't talk about. Got it.
That helps. Thanks.
Yeah.
I will use that moving forward.
No, oh wait, you drank the whole thing. No, you get 9. You get a full 9 because it would be an action to drink the whole potion, rather than a bonus action to slam it. And then I'm assuming everybody reconvenes at this ship as it sails into the harbor, as you all watch the second wave hit the shore and throw even more people back into the city as the ships just kind of grind along, leaning against buildings, but still very much upright.
You see, what they're not ready for is both of those waves to come back out to sea and a bunch of buildings to come with them.
I think
But also, did you see that?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought that was me, the really big one. I thought that was. I don't know what happened with my wild magic surge.
Elliot, roll me a history check, because you recognize that Newson's eyes are snot green, but I'm not 100% sure Elliot pays enough attention to Newson and know what color her eyes were in the first place.
Also, my eyes are regularly like a teal green. It would just be like a more
oh no, these are like a yellow mucusy green. They are definitely a different color than they normally are.
I'll be real. The worst assumption would be that you're taken over by Green Eye Guy.
That's true.
I have to say that Elliot is now immediately sus of Newson, as he like holds his spell book up a little bit, and it's like, so Newson.
Yeah.
Who else is in there?
In where the ships?
You can't pull one. Your eyes are different. Somebody's in that brain of yours.
My eyes are different?
Hive mind?
What? I'm not a hive mind.
Lulin, get over here.
I'm a little too busy looking at all the destruction you caused.
Oh, Elliot, off to the side, you just see...
I've ever heard.
Elliot, off to the side, you see Alron sitting on a barrel with an elven guard laying next to it, and every time the elven guard starts to wake up, Alron just puts a hand on his forehead and slams it back into the barrel.
Damn, that's gonna leave a mark.
That guy's gonna have permanent memory problems.
Oh, I can relate to that.
Poor man.
As Lulin, do you head over, or are you just staring at the wanton destruction at the shore?
I think Lulin's genuinely pissed. Because you've now destroyed more ships than what we could have had. You've now caused more damage.
Are you kidding? More damage? These ships were gonna sink every single one of those. Everyone would be dead. You weren't gonna take all of these.
And what about all the ships that are already in the harbor? That are now docked on land? Or what about the civilians? Or the civilians that are now flooded in the homes?
How about we save the damn city? I'm sorry you don't approve of my methods, Lulin. But we're all fighting the same fight here.
Yeah, and I thought you were a man of the people.
I fucking am! Are you kidding? Do you know how many lives I saved?
Yeah, and how many ships do we have? How many working ships do we have?
How many ships do we have? How many people do we actually think we're going to get out of there? The city's fucking taken over.
Yeah, we already have people that can leave.
On how many ships is that going to take?
One is
how
better
many
than
ships
zero.
Is that going to take?
One is better than zero.
Okay, you have one. What did you want from me? Honest to God, Lulin, what did you think was going to happen here?
We managed to take care of one singular ship without destruction.
Oh yeah, and how long until this ship was sunk by the ballistas on the other 7?
Okay.
By my count, it would have been 60 seconds or less. Oh, and then you take another ship, and that one will be sunk by the ballistas.
Yeah, and, the craters in the now bay. Were those by your calculations, too?
Breton kind of turns around. Wait, what craters in the bay?
Oh, I'm sorry. You didn't see the gigantic boulders streaming from the sky?
No, I was a little bit busy fighting to take the ship. Why? What happened? I heard something crash, but I kind of just assumed you hit someone.
Well, all of the enemy ships are gone, if that helps.
What's the problem? Breton kind of walks over. I'm like a little confused, dudes. Like, what's wrong? Can I help? Hang on, as he like reaches down, and Karak, this is the first time you notice it. Even that wrapped around his armor as a belt seems to be just like probably 30 or 40 scroll cases as he pops one open and pulls out like a school pamphlet. All right, hang on. The path to resolution is through communication, as he just begins reading off like a conflict resolution pamphlet from a poon.
Brock just sees this and just like looks back at the rest of the party and is like, I feel like I was supposed to be on an adventure with them. Like Elrond, Breton, they just I feel like there's a kindred spirit thing going on here, and I really like the fact that I feel seen right now.
As he kind of finishes the pamphlet. All right, so let's talk this out using I feel statements. Lulin, you go first.
I feel as though having more ships to secure civilians at a failed mission on our behalf would have been a better situation than the currently number of ships that we do have.
All right.
I'm thinking options from
A.
Elliot, one at a time, please. One at a time, please. Let Lulin finish.
I am thinking of options from A to Z.
Thank you. Elliot?
I feel like that's a nothing statement, because yes, if we had more ships, it would be better. But that wasn't the options. The options were you die and have 0 ships, or you don't die and you have 1 ship, or maybe 2, which would be great. But I also feel like our job isn't fucking done. So I'm gonna go try to save some lives while you pilot this little ship into the harbor so people can get on it and we can stop arguing about this.
I can sense the aggression in the conversation here. I feel like I might have a solution for you. But people are going to have to get a little bit wet. If they're kind of not already.
According to Lulin.
That was not an I feel statement, Elliot. If you could try one more time for me.
You got this. I believe in you, Elliot.
I feel like I'm not going to do that.
Lulin?
Cool.
That was also not an I feel statement.
I mean, I agree, Elliot. I also want to save as many people as we can. I'm thinking of what if X happens, what if B happens, what if C happens. I'm looking at a giant, broader scale than we save city. What about after we save the city? Or what if we can't save the city? Or what if we save some of the city?
An option.
Anything's an option. This is a reality.
The city is not an option.
And I'm not going to.
I didn't let your city fall. I expect you not to let mine.
Don't you dare fucking put words in my mouth. I am here saving your city. I'm living a realistic life of thinking every possible outcome.
Maybe don't.
That was what my job was. My job was to think of every possible outcome to save as many civilians as possible. That is what's going through my head. That is what I am trained to do. That was my job. I'm not saying your way is incorrect. All I'm saying now is we have less resources for multiple plans that we could need in the future. I am still behind you, and I am still going to work with you. I stood behind you, and I will fight alongside of you. But do not fucking dare put words in my mouth.
Rock's just going to slowly raise his hand to hopefully get a chance to give an I feel statement.
Yes, Karak?
I feel like both Lulin and Elliot have valid points, but are not seeing each other for who they are. I feel like Lulin does not see that Elliot was trying to find the most efficient route to eliminate the threats. And that is appreciated. I also feel like Elliot does not see... I feel like Elliot might have let their emotions get to them on how they proceeded with their actions. And that is okay, but it also led to this outcome. We cannot change it. I think it's best if we try to move on from this, maybe throw it into the pile, and we can hopefully be better next time. Because by my count, in about after this is over, we'll have 3 days before there will be a next time.
From the side,
I feel like the pile is an ineffective way to deal with your issues, and it's gonna be problematic for the rest of us in some point in the near future. Karak, I can't handle my emotions. Are you kidding?
From his barrel, Alron just goes, hey guys?
Mm-hmm.
How does this work? I feel like one of us should learn how to mana ballista really, really fast. Do any of you look up towards shore?
Absolutely.
You see a ton of derricks and 2 very large dragons flying towards the cove.
Where do they keep getting these fucking dragons from?
Oh, I told Elliot this. The closer you get to the Noble District, there's just more and more of them.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Newson.
Yeah.
That was really fucking awesome. You were totally right.
Ah, see, it's great. I'm glad you got to enjoy the vibe, because I feel uncomfortable.
Rock is just gonna look at like the rest of the party and just be like, I feel like we can we can find a better system than the pile at a later date, because even I can admit that it is not the best system, but it is all I know. I would appreciate help with that later, but right now we should focus on that.
As the dragons bear down on the ship, as the Tritons and everybody else readies their weapons, that's where we're going to end our session.
Oh boy.
Did everybody have fun?
That was fun.
Yes.
It got real tense at the end there.
It did. I liked it. It brought me.
Let me know I love you, Isaac.
It made me happy. Thank you to everyone who rated Sky, Graphite, and VoxBox for rating into the stream. Thank you to everybody who followed. Thank you to all of our wonderful viewers. And thank you to our players. We have Lulin Boldspeaker, played by...
It's me. Now the angriest dad. And me, Brambo. I liked the little argument back and forth, but also I liked Auron blowing us up into the bay.
Then we have News and World Walker, I don't do these on this part, played by...
It's me, the Sky Tea. I mean, I love a good bit of roleplay. I loved everyone fighting at the end. Unexpected, but good. But also, I liked being a Minotaur rocket and just shooting through a dragon. That was also very satisfying.
And then we have Elliot Burning Oak, played by...
It's me, Isaac. I'm munching down on some chicken tendies.
Oh,
yes, that's in addition to the hot wings I had earlier. Don't judge me.
That's valid.
And I think my favorite part was Elliot's literal self-righteous attitude.
And then we have Karakareem, played by...
Hello, it's Terminian Link VT, and my favorite part was Karak getting to hear Elliot's mumbling, like grumbling under their breath the entire time, and then proceeding to act like they were not acting on emotion in that in the first couple moments of that.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you for having a wonderful night with us. We'll be back tomorrow on the Disaster Tour, back with our long-standing RimWorld colony that I think we might finally have stabilized, as not everybody died last week like the previous weeks.
Yay! Not death.
And then Wednesday, we're going to do the exact same thing we did last week, and we're just going to work on the West Marches until the parts I need to work on are finished completely.
Yay! Finished.
But for now, everybody, I'm going to send you off to the Exterminator playing some Crypt of the Necrodancer.
Oh, hell yeah.
Which, if I know what it is correctly, is a... Did I spell that right? Nope. Cancel that. Sky, do you want to pop a raid message up for us before I send everyone away like the last 3 weeks without actually doing one?
Certainly.
You don't want to be the silent raid?
Well, no, it's more that, like, I do it in the last 2 seconds, so I say, quick, everyone copy and paste this message, and then they immediately get sent to the next channel. You know, it goes real well. It's real fun. Everybody has a good time, myself included. But, yeah, everybody, thank you for joining us. This was fun. We had a lot of good interaction. A lot of fun moments for a lot of people. But everybody, have a wonderful rest of your night. Until next time, don't do anything I wouldn't do. The bar is very low. But now it does include getting hit by a car. Lamau.
Yay!
Bye, everyone!
Yeah.